Hello, you beautiful internet, you, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Careful Cantrip, where a group of friends from coast to coast do their absolute best to get lost in the breach and run away from Pathfinder. As always, I am not your host for the evening. That's going to be Dag, but I'm DM Dave, and we got friends with us today. Let's do another quick round of introduction, shall we? Steve, take it away, brother.
Well, hello, friendly neighborhood DM Steve here from Forge Lore, where we tell stories through Dungeons and Dragons. Got a fun little campaign over there, where it's medieval Vikings on a world with high-tech artifacts. Lots of fun here on Twitch at Forge Lore, and forgelore.com's our YouTube.
Amazing. And our good friend, the bonorific Detective Tato. Welcome, my friend. Tell them who you are. What the hell's going on? Why are you here?
You know, I'm just some strange guy you guys picked up off the internet. I got really confused. You know, it's going well so far.
So are we.
With that said, guys, I hope you enjoy the show. Thank you so much for the 100 bits, Powers. Love to see those bouncing around supple biddies in chat. And yes, it is no pants today. It is an official no pants Tuesdays, guys. Who needs pants on Tuesdays?
Oh, good. Couldn't find them.
No, never.
With that said, I'm going to turn it over to my good friend Dag. Dag,
Hello.
do your thing.
Hi, guys.
You don't need an introduction. Everybody knows who you are by now.
My name's Dag, and welcome to our no announcement stream, where, yes, that's right, we have absolutely no announcements at all for anyone at any point in time, because they're not permitted through the breach. We left them back on Earth, and we're enjoying. Okay, fine, Rayna. It looks like you're gonna die if you don't make an announcement.
All right, listen, we don't have a lot of announcements today, you all.
She says this every week, but she lies. I hope.
Con! Thank you for the 50.
Thank you, Con.
See, chat is saying poor Rayna. They take my side. Okay, so the only announcements we have are what is happening on this channel this week, and tonight you're here, so you already know.
Hi.
So, yay. We also have part 3 and the finale of this mini-series, same time, same place, next week here on this channel.
So you just missed it. Same tripper time, same tripper channel. Did you not watch Batman from the 1960s?
Okay, listen, I'm not Batman. I'm better.
Whoa,
I
those
can
are big
make-
shoes. Those are big. That's a big cowl to fill, my friend. I don't know about that one.
Okay, you know, I'd like to point out that announcements take long because people interrupt me every
I don't know what
single
you're talking
time.
about.
Okay.
You should keep
So-
going with your announcements.
Dag,
Ooh,
I knew you
B-Town,
were
I
gonna
like that.
do
Hold on.
that.
Are there any
this.
more announcements?
Yes, there are more, but I
Somebody
can't get
clip
to
this.
them. Okay, all right. Okay. You all need to focus.
clip this.
Okay.
Okay.
Just quick clip.
All right, tomorrow here on this channel at 8:30, we have fireside chats with myself, Rayna, and what are we doing? Not sure, but I think I might be doing some world building because I'm panicking because my Christmas one-shot's coming up and I'm not done. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll just hang out. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll have a guest. I don't know. We'll see. I just wing it. 8:30 tomorrow here. And then the day after, same time, 8:30, is Brushing Up with DM Dave, where we get to watch Dave paint minis with the new camera that he got. So it shouldn't be
Ooh, like this
blurry.
one right here. It's fancy. Oh shit.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh,
Well, it was
oh.
fancy.
Man down! Man down!
You know, the way that you said
It's
it,
okay.
it almost sounded like Dave's guest for that episode was just the camera he bought.
Yeah.
It will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It
it
is the
was
cast.
gonna be, but
Yeah.
Look,
Right,
it's
Sony.
expensive gas.
Apparently something came up.
That is all the announcements for today.
We're not going to pre-announce that we have a huge announcement on Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a massive announcement on
Happening
Thursday.
Thursday.
huge announcement.
Yeah.
on
It's like the
Thursday.
biggest
Huge
announcement. I thought that's
announcement.
why you had stopped us to have an announcement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's
Right.
like the only announcement we have.
Right?
I don't remember what it is.
What do you mean? You're the announcement person.
don't
How do
even
you forget
remember?
the announcement?
This is the best part because halfway through the episode, you'll find out.
Yeah,
Give another
halfway in
announcement.
the middle of the episode, Rainey's just gonna go, "Oh yeah, by the way, forgot. Oh shit." Oh no, you're peeking. You're
Yeah, she
peeking.
just.
yep,
she-
no,
Raina,
that's how you know.
Raina clearly
She said
just
the noise
remembered.
cancellation.
Totally went supersonic.
Rip.
there.
I remember. Wait, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
There we go.
yes.
There we go.
You're normal again.
Oh
You just
my
need to calm down a
God,
bit.
Zoom. Yeah, apparently I'm not allowed to have emotions in Zoom, otherwise they just get muted.
Nope.
I
Never
remembered what
Yeah.
the announcement is now, and it is actually really exciting.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's hilarious, I forgot. So I guess now we just tease you because it won't be announced till Thursday.
That's
But a
why
big
we
announcement.
call them pre-announcements, folks.
So make sure you're here for Dave's stream on Thursday. Otherwise, you just will never hear of what
Yep.
it is we need to tell you all.
Enjoy that Edge announcement.
You know, you know what's really funny? I didn't even know if there was an announcement. Dave just started going on this tangent. I thought we were making fun of Raina. I jumped on board that train like it was leaving the station, and
Dag, you know what the announcement is.
It's called Yes
You're
and.
part of it, Dag.
yeah, am I? I probably do, but understand,
does
I have like
literally everyone here know
three
but
brain
me?
cells, and they don't belong to me, right? So, but yes, that announcement on Thursday, so important.
You commented on it.
No, Dave.
It's great
we're
because-
I did. Oh, I did. Okay, yeah, now I know what it is. Yeah, there is an announcement. Holy crap.
Jesus.
Oh,
I'm
This
like-
is lost as huge
I'm-
chat.
I'm like Raina, just slightly slower. Anyway, so anyway, what are we doing? Is that it? Is this is the whole episode?
Yeah,
We're just
you
now.
I think that's it. Yeah, I think we're done now,
we
right?
could
That was all of
just
it.
have a
All right.
just chatting stream. I mean,
B-Town,
Juan
how
was
did
saying
you
how he
do
wanted
that?
to see what it was like.
Hold on.
It's true. It's
B-Town
true.
did a thing in chat, and I've never seen that happen before.
What's that?
Insight check.
You did.
Insight rolls.
Oh.
Side rolls.
Oh.
He
Oh,
incited
look, he's
that
hacking the
insights.
system. Hacking the
Well, I want to do it.
system.
Hold on, wait,
B-Town's a hacker. Confirmed hacker, Angelina Jolie. B-Town is Angelina Jolie. Confirmed. Well done.
Hold in the box.
Damn, he's good.
I want to do an insight check. Yeah, 10. Okay. Anyway, all right. Well, I'm ready to get started. So, guys, as we kick off today's session, I would like to welcome one and all to Through the Breach, a story, a tale of fated heroes cast into the realms of destiny in a world not too dissimilar to us. In the early 1900s, in this version of Earth, steam and coal was not in charge of the Industrial Revolution, but a strange and mysterious artifact known as soulstones. Magic is real here, and it is used as the major form of economy in this place. But it is not so easy to come by. In order to find soulstones, brave men and women travel through the breach into a nightmarish realm that lies adjacent to our world, known as Malifaux, where twisted nightmares, hideous undead, and deadly creatures that lurk in every shadow await any who do not respect or beware the things of that realm. When we last left our adventurers, they had been asked by none other than Mr. Grace, a tailor in the small town, in order to try and recover documentations of his true heritage of a number of properties within Malifaux City. Agreeing to this, along with a number of extra terms, our heroes have ventured into the deadly quarantine zone, where they hope to find the mansion belonging to the old Grace estate, encounter the afford documentation, as well as any notable grimoires that they may find, magical tomes and artifacts that allow any to wield the powers of magic. Our fated cast today will be introduced to you by each of our wonderful fated players, and we're going to start our introductions with none other than Bon. Bon.
James Bond.
James Bond Jr. I'm sorry. Yep. That's how old I am.
Ready.
I remember that show. That was why James Bond Jr. was that stuck in my head. Anyway, Bond, we are going to do character introductions a little differently. I would like for you to tell everyone what they see and who your character is, but at the same time, I would like for you to react to the last thing that occurred in this game, and that is, of course, the appearance of a deadly and nasty individual wearing a top hat, holding a massive gun, and seems to be menacing you. So, Bon, take it away.
We've just gotten through this god-awful fight with some undead women. My body is tattered and broken. I'm just a simple monk bleeding along the way on the path to figure out what the hell is going on next in this middle of fuck nowhere place. Bodies are strewn about, probably all around us. Everything is a little bit murky. God, we have this tall bastard looking at us like he has something he really wants from us, and I don't think we can say no.
Beautiful. And for those of folk at home, what does K Chakri look like?
Kay is a monk that stands about 6'4", maybe. Rather tall guy, a really large build. Has a short staff that he keeps by his side at all times. A age stick that he got from the monastery. Is that? I forgot where monks actually go. Is that a
Monastery or
awful,
temple
maybe?
or shrine. Depends.
Or temple.
You know.
Yeah. One of the things. The place of residence that he's from. He just picked it up because it's his usual beaten stick. He's definitely been beaten and bruised over the past fight, and he generally just gets in a lot of trouble. He's got really long hair that he's pulled back. Just refuses to go with the bald look. It just doesn't look good on him. He's got a weird egg-shaped head, so he's got to keep it long.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's so specific.
Why not?
Look, he went really for the look, but he just couldn't pull it off. He kept getting made fun of, and he's just like he couldn't deal with it anymore. He just kept growing it out. After that, he just made a vow to just never let his hair ever be cut.
That's his
Ever
monk
again.
vow.
Yeah.
As Kay looks around, he does indeed see the several corpses of the undead that tried to ambush them in the quarantine zone. Scanning around, you also see the dead Doxy, a woman of the night who's been raised as a zombified creature laying at your feet. As next to you, Montgomery, you stand at the attention with this stranger at your in front of you. Describe your character and what's going through your head at this moment.
Well, actually, if I remember correctly, I'm actually on the ground taking cover because, Montgomery's the kind of guy that likes to avoid trouble. He's not super tough, even though he's dressed like he is. He's strongest in the head, not in the body. He's a man that likes to learn about the unknown. He often comes out here to the quarantine zone, the unmapped areas, to find new information, see what he can learn. He's currently on the ground, waiting for someone else to get shot.
All right. And while you're lying on the ground, of course you can definitely see this this imposing creature with this imposing man with a gun that definitely rivals your own in terms of size and yield. It seems to hold heavy in his grip. And Monty, as you have your gun trained on this individual, you look and you can see that your other allies are also at the ready as well, including none other than Adelaide.
Well, Adelaide is also standing there. She's got soft, warm brown hair. It's tied back, although the front piece is hanging down. And she's wearing an emerald green dress that probably at one time was fancy, but it's, being worn down. We did discover that she has a shotgun and not a pistol. Last session. So she's holding a shotgun, And she's got bright green eyes as well. And she's a slippery girl, you know. She likes cards and gambling and she makes her money however she can. She generally has a positive outlook on everything, and she tends to come up with a lot of phrases of her own, hoping that one time one will stick.
All right.
Oh, and as she's standing here staring at this Seamus or
Seamus.
She has her gun pointed towards him, and she blows. She just like you know how like the Disney princesses blow the piece of hair out of their, it's like here, and then she does that to get a better, better eye and a better look, and she'll just say, "Well, make me some popcorn and throw some chocolate on it. Who the hell are you?"
With a surreptitious smile and wink, his attention, as you pose this question, seems firmly fixed on our last member, the person who he has shown express interest in for his very, very dapper style and performative nature, Maximilian.
Woo!
If you would.
Maximilian stands tall and poised, as he typically does, ready for any kind of performance that's needed at this point in time, while inside he is struggling immensely, both aroused and terrified for some reason that he can't fully explain at this point, albeit he now feels a bond with Kay, for his body is his temple, where he also beats a very large stick. As he stands in front of the now Seamus.
I love him more every second.
Seamus, I forget what his name was. He poises with a smile wildly and asks, "Well, my friend, if you've come for a show, allow me to demonstrate." I slowly begin to remove my white gloves and reach into my pocket to produce a handkerchief. As I spread it out in front of me, showing both sides, there doesn't seem to be anything there. However, as I thrust my hand forward into the handkerchief, I'm going to attempt some sleight of hand.
Ooh, I love it. All right. Well, let us use our prestidigitation as you begin to perform this legerdemain in front of Seamus. And the first flip of the game is a 1 of masks.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those.
It's gonna be one of those.
Now,
It's fine.
get 'em out of the way.
Worst cards
Now,
out up front. Yeah.
Get 'em out of the way.
That's true. Now, for those of you who don't know, this game, Through the Breach, involves a series of cards that get flipped in order to determine success or failure. The cards you see on screen are the Fate deck. However, our heroes have a chance in order to twist fate with their own cards, known as the Hand of Fate. If you want to, they can replace any of the cards that I flip with a card from their hand. So, Maximilian, are you going to accept the 1 of masks, or are you going to replace it?
Well, I will say this. As I pull it back, thinking in my mind I picked the correct handkerchief that held onto my pistol, instead realizing it is the completely wrong one, and instead I hold a bouquet of fake flowers. Well, fuck.
As you do so.
You gonna romance it?
Max, what the hell?
Everyone shut up and just go along with it. For you, my new friends, a gift from me to you. Something to remember me by before my next show, and I'll take a few steps back.
All right. Seamus grins from ear to ear. This rather imposing looking figure, who is on screen now, turns and says, firstly to Adelaide. Well, needless to say, I'm a little hurt that you don't know who I am, lass. But more importantly, your magic trick, Maximilian. Oh, that's quite a trick you've got there. Pulling flowers from out of thin air. It's strange. I have a similar trick instead. It's something of a trick that I had back when I was myself a performer on these here streets. And you watch as he takes hold of his hat and he rolls it over his hand and then rolls it back onto the top of his brow. And he looks and he grins at you and he says, my specialty was making people disappear.
Well, I must say, that hat trick of yours was quite impressive. And I'm glad to see I'm facing another performer, although you scare me and terrify me immensely.
Oh, there's nothing to be afraid of, love. Now, why don't you come over here and we can have a nice long chat? After all,
Yeah, I don't think we have a real big choice about this. Just start walking. I don't want this. Okay, let's go.
I don't know. I think we can chat just fine with this nice distance that we have. I don't feel comfortable getting in your personal space, you know.
I can hear you just fine.
Yeah.
as you say this, you watch as his fingers begin to drum the handle of his gun. There's a swift motion as all of a sudden the gun points forward and aims, let's say, at Montgomery.
Son of a...
As he sees you in the cover, his hand moves, and you watch as the hammer clicks with this very, very solid thud. Suddenly, a shriek of pain. Ah! As the gun fires, the sound is almost like an elephant rifle. As it shoots into the air, it hits a nearby streetlight. It doesn't hit the light and cause the glass to shatter. It looks as though some massive creature took a bite out of the street lamp. There is just a bit of twisted metal bent out of the way where the top of the streetlight used to be. Next to Seamus, you can see there is what looks to be a small girl with a knife plunged into Seamus's side.
Does she have a balloon?
She does not.
Oh, fuck. Fine.
But, Maximilian, as she looks at you, her face is covered in bandages. Her eyes seem to be yellow and jaundice. Her flesh pale as snow as she turns to you and tells you, "Run, or be forgotten."
Scramble
Never
up.
want to be forgotten. I think that's our cue to exit stage left, friends.
All right. We are going to go into initiative.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fun.
But we're running away. That's not what happens in Pokemon.
All right. So, we're going to get everyone to roll initiative and determine the order in which our heroes will get to act. Starting with Maximilian. Your flip for your initiative is a 12 of rams.
You might want to take down the picture tag.
Yeah, we can't see the cards.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We can't see the cards.
I'm getting there. Get out of here,
No, it's fine.
Seamus.
We guess.
We can't.
Oh,
There you
it's
go.
a 12.
It's a 12. Oh my god.
Oh, a 12.
Wow.
Yeah, I've just been rigging it, so I'll only pull out like, yeah. All right. All right, next up, of course, is Adelaide, who gets a 12 of masks.
Wait,
We
do I
love
add
this.
anything to that?
Yes, your initiative.
The AV part, right?
That's
Not
correct.
this rating. Okay.
All right,
Cards go
Monty,
up to
you get
13.
Monty, you get a 5 of crow,
An 8.
and Kay, you get a 7 of crow. All right. Let's start with Maximilian. What do you get?
I got a 13.
13. All right. Adelaide, what did you get?
Y'all don't have to ask me twice. Get the fuck out of here. And she rolls a 15.
15.
Draws, not rolls.
Draws.
Created through the breach. Hate me now.
What is this? What is this? This slander.
Oh no! It seems like Seamus has suddenly changed his targets. All right.
I'm okay with that.
Monty, what'd you get?
That'd be a total of 8.
An 8, eh? And Kay, what's yours?
I get a positive flip on mine, if you don't mind flipping. one
Oh,
more
of
time.
course. No, by all means. A
Ooh.
positive flip. There you go. You get a
Monk on
6 of
monk.
RAM as well.
Aw, damn
Well,
it.
you know, I'll keep with that 7, and I'll have 11.
An 11. Okay. Very well.
I'm already hurt. I'm already hurt and slightly more horny than I should feel like. I'm a simple man who was scared already, and now I just gotta run.
All
Why
right.
is everyone horny? What is happening?
She was seducing me
Aren't
on
you?
the last part of the
Oh.
game.
He was
Right, I
seducing real
forgot.
hard.
I forgot. I forgot about her.
Okay. Now, Seamus is a master of Malifaux, one of the most deadly encounters one can face in this game. As such, every card he flips, whether it's for his defense or his attack, is considered to be a 14.
Okay, well, fuck off, first of all.
So he is going to go first, and what he is going to do is, first and foremost, take his very big and heavy gun and point it directly at the person who has just stabbed him, and let loose another blast.
Aw.
As it does so,
Holy shit.
it buys you the very precious few seconds you have. All right, Adelaide, you're up first.
She's running
Okay.
away.
Turning around, you find yourself still in that aqueduct. You've made your way into where the quarantine zone happens to be, and have a choice of where you can go. You can either just run straight down the main road, which is a clear and straight path with no obstacles, or you can start to bob, weave, and duck your way through various alleyways, but there are obstructions that may impede your passage.
But the alleyway is probably faster.
It's not it's not faster, but it'll be easier for you to lose Seamus in the alleyways than if you were on the main street. On the main street, you'd just be trying to
Right.
outrun him.
All right. Adelaide, being the crafty, sly woman that she is, she will go down the alleyway.
All right. You begin to make your way down the alleyway. Turning and twisting and bobbing, you see these rat-filled, garbage-laden alleys with lots of boxes and crates and the like. From here, you see two paths that you can go. There is a ladder that seems to climb you up onto, like, say, this second landing, where there is kind of almost like this flat-topped roof that you can then continue to proceed through, or a like kind of one of these massive chicken wire fences that blocks the area in front of you and is topped with barbed wire. You can scale it thanks to the aid of some of the debris here, but those are the two paths that lie in this alleyway.
Well, considering Seamus's gun just blasted a lamppost to smithereens, I don't think that fence is gonna do much. So she's gonna go up the wall, up the ladder to the roof thing.
All right. You climb up and you begin to make yourself up into the rooftops. Okay. Next up, Maximilian.
Maximilian is going to survey the area, assess the situation, take note of Kay's condition, and while he tries to escape, he would like to assist Kay in helping him move along nicely.
All right. Very well. Kay, injured, battered, and bruised from his encounter. You kind of find an opportunity to quickly grab him, wrapping your arm around him, and the both of you beginning your run. The way I'm going to work this into it is that that Kay, what is your speed at the moment?
My
your walk speed.
My walking speed. My walking speed is 3.
And what is your walking speed, Maximilian?
Mine is a +5.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. In which case, by lending your aid, you're both going to be traveling at 4, and with that as your movement, yeah, no, definitely have made a big difference in getting Kay off the platform that you're on and in through and into the quarantine zone proper. You look around and can see Adelaide on one of the rooftops making their way in like sort of a northeasterly direction. And likewise, you have a choice of going through the alleyways and following, or continuing down the main road.
How did she possibly get up there? Anyway, alley suit you fine, my friend?
Yeah. The faster we get out of here, the better.
On we go then.
You turn and twist into the alleyways. Now, your expertise as a magician lets you know that everything around you is something that you can use. And as you do so, I'd like for you to make a notice check when you enter the alleyway in particular. That is a 1 of Ram.
I notice that the particular rat sitting on top of the garbage right now is far more bulbous than he should be. That rat should be on a diet. Don't you agree, Kay?
What rat? Where? What? There's so many. Which one are you talking about? What?
The one there in front of us, to the left, beside the other one, who's very furry and has the broken whiskers.
We're in an alleyway, in the middle of the most destructive place on the planet. But I can't. There's so many. What do you mean, Max? What? Is this the time for this?
Probably not the time for this. Let's carry on.
All right. You continue to make your way through the alleyway until eventually you come to the chicken wire fence and the ladder as well. What is your choice here?
I'll allow Kay to go up first.
All right. So you're going to be staying in the alleyway. Kay, you have been assisted helping up the ladder as you've progressed. Which then brings us to Kay. It is your turn.
I'm going to hold my position here until I see Montgomery. And, all right, guys, I'm just going to hold out here. When Montgomery gets up, I'm going to trip this thing down. I'm going to make sure this falls so it can't follow us.
Okay, sweet. Montgomery, you are you're in cover. You've seen your allies leave off, and you can see that Seamus is already loading a bullet that basically is about the size of like a small freaking hamster into the gun. Thump.
Scrambling to his feet, hat drops, goes to run, stops, grab the hat, throws it on the head, and running for that
As you
alley.
attempt to grab the hat, all of a sudden the cover that you have starts to tip over, and it looks like it's about to crush the hat. Yeah, okay, done.
Just the last second.
Yeah,
And I'm going
really.
for that alleyway in that ladder.
All right, you begin to make your way through. You can see Kay is on the top of the ladder. He's kind of like, I imagine, Kay, you're making yourself known as soon as you see Monty on the streets.
Yeah, big stick, waving it around.
Cool. You begin to make your way down and through, barreling over a number of these small little obstacles and the like, until you come to the ladder. You see Maximilian at the bottom of the ladder and Kay at the top.
I'm gonna nod to Max and run on up. Get up there.
I have to make sure everyone else is fine first.
No time for being polite.
He kicks you on the way up. No, the both of you are able to climb up the ladder at this point, and in doing so, Kay, this is a good opportunity here. We're gonna get you to make a just an athletics check here. This is just a general, broad sweeping. Let's see if you can pry the ladder off the hinges here. Boom.
This flip brought to you by our sponsor for the evening, Ladders. Guys, if you haven't checked out Ladders yet,
Oh, so good.
they're on their way up.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Could I assist because Max had this, or Monty had the same idea?
Let's see how Kay does first, because assisting does have a particular method. So Kay, what did you get for your total? With a 3 of tone.
It'll be a 5.
A 5? You will need a 7. Monty, do you have 2 ranks in athletics?
Nope. I took acrobatics instead.
All right. You try to assist, but unfortunately, you are unable to do so.
God, these things are built really tough.
At this point in time, you hear a noise coming from the hole to the quarantine zone that you entered. You hear this.
Which we can't hear because.
Which you can't hear
luckily,
because, you know.
So that's
yeah.
a whistle.
Yeah, it's a whistle. It's a very ominous whistle, very terrifying, very scary. You know, as you see this long shadow beginning to make its way in your direction. All right. As you do so, Kay, you are the first to see Seamus as he comes into view. If you want, you can try to hide with a stealth check. Or you could try to run, but it may draw his attention.
I feel like he's gonna see either. It seems like a tough motherfucker.
And
I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, and I'll give you a hint. You'll need to flip a, well, not flip, but you'll need to get a result of 17 to avoid being noticed.
Wow, it seems like nothing's gonna work regardless.
You should just
Well-
try and seduce him at this point. I think you have a better
Yeah,
shot
work
at
for
that.
Max.
That seems about right. Yeah, like it's time to get my flowing hair. My locks are ready. I actually prettied myself up, put it into a ponytail, and I run. I run really fast. It's time to
You
run.
like it. All right.
Let me braid that for you.
All right. You guys begin to make your way running, sprinting across these rooftops, jumping from one to the other. Eventually, you find a way down into a nearby street. You can actually see in the streets themselves several zombies just moving around the area, milling about. This is not an uncommon sight for the quarantine zone. As you land on the ground, Adelaide, you're the first one there. Can I get you to make me just a basic athletics check as you try to get off the roof?
Really fair.
2 of masks.
I have a feeling this is going to be really bad. Where is my athletics?
It'll be your strength if you do not have any athletics. Or your might, should I say.
Oh, my might. Okay. Yeah, that's a -1.
All right.
Oh.
As you go to leap off, the zombies surprise you. You try to fend them off, but a couple of them manage to kind of not overwhelm you, but like, you know, they're kind of like they manage to grab hold of some of your clothes and stuff like that. You're struggling to pull them away. All right,
Correct.
it is your turn on initiative. You have a single action to take, as this zombie now has you.
What in tarnation you think y'all doing here? I don't like. Is there anything else in? A single action will be. Oh God, I don't know. I should. How grippy are they?
How what? How
Yeah,
grippy?
how handsy are the zombies right now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How gropey.
Do we need to call HR?
I said grippy.
I did it! Thank you very much. I got
you did it.
HR in there. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Thanks for coming. I'm done.
That was the goal.
End of the night. It's over. It's over.
Been a great campaign, guys.
Oh my God. Okay.
I think he left.
He did.
I think he did. Yeah, he's gone.
Um,
All right. They are pretty grippy. They have the grippage of well, I mean, if you can imagine, this is how I kind of imagine zombies just in general. Doesn't matter what game system. Zombies don't have pain receptors, and normally when you do things that require a physical amount of exertion, the reason why zombies can be a lot more like physically strong is because they are doing damage to bits that aren't important. So flesh, bones, and all that sort of stuff. So as far as the grip goes, it is a strong grip, even though the creature itself isn't necessarily overly strong. Only because it's basically just squeezing even beyond the pain thresholds that would normally prevent it from doing damage to itself.
Yeah, as long as muscles exist, that thing is gonna keep pulling.
Oh, well, so basically, it's safe to say that she couldn't just like.
Yeah,
noodle
you
her
could. You
way
could. Try,
out,
yeah,
right?
you could. You would be making a grappling check.
All right. She's gonna noodle herself out.
All right, let's noodle out.
I'm using.
Noodle girl.
I'm trying to be specific here because I feel like she's very, very not strong and she knows it. So what's the best way to not be strong? Noodle away, right?
It is snake time. Yeah. This is the most
Sure.
slithery you could ever be right now.
I've never been in that position, so I'm gonna take your word for it. But that is a
That's now.
4 with your might of -1, and I presume no ranks in grapple.
No.
Okay, so that is a 3. So unfortunately, you are still ensnared from this creature.
Listen, I'm telling you all, if you're ever in a moment where someone's grabbing you and you just lose all body tenseness, you'll just noodle to the ground, and that's
It works.
It works.
I
Noodle out
survived
run.
middle school that way.
Yeah.
All
Put
right.
all your weight in your butt, and you just go right down.
Yep. So basically, you just put all your weight on the zombie.
All in the glutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maximilian. You're a little bit behind because you were waiting for Montgomery. As you've climbed up to the top, and you can see you're pretty much running side by side with Kay still. Down below you, you now notice Adelaide being sort of accosted by a singular zombie and several more encroaching. Now, these are mindless zombies, so unlike the samurai ones, which, you know, a bit more dangerous and like, oh no, deadly, these ones are only really a danger when they swarm.
Okay. And can I tell if they have ocular receptors?
They do. Yeah, they have eyes. They see things.
Very good. Can I get down to Addie?
Yeah, absolutely. As you are not trying to kick off the zombie that was awaiting them down, you get down and you are pretty much adjacent to where Adelaide happens to be.
Very good. I'll rush over to a side, fumbling in my pockets for a minute, and producing a small piece of flash paper. As I do, I take out my flint-tipped thumb once again, lighting the flash paper, which typically is coated with a magnesium, allowing for a bit of kind of a flare-up, if you will. And I'll try and put it directly in the zombified eyes.
Wow.
To try and blind it and take the, just kind of throw it off for a moment.
Okay. I have a question for you, Dave.
Yes.
Do
Is
you...
flash paper a real thing?
No, no,
Yes,
no,
it is,
no,
Dave.
no, no, no,
Let me
it
go
is.
ahead
It
and
is.
tell you the history of flash paper when it comes to,
Yeah, go on.
to magic.
Well-
This was actually a... Sorry.
Well, so here's the catch, Dave. I mean, I'm happy for this, but I'm curious as to if you happen to know what the burning temperature of lit magnesium happens to be.
Well, because it's a tiny, tiny coating that gets put onto it, it just really absorbs into the paper, and as soon as you let go, it immediately goes up in a flash, not producing any ash whatsoever.
Oh no, not ash.
What's
So-
up?
So the magnesium, as you place it in the eye for the flash, in that flash of a moment, as it is ignited, for a very brief time, it goes from having a 0 kinetic energy rating to having a 2,500 kinetic energy rating. Yes, the heat is normally diffused through the paper, as the paper is not in contact with, you know, open skin, flesh, things like this. However, when placed directly, when placed directly upon an eyeball, can potentially reach, and in this case, I'm happy to have it reach, up to 2,200 degrees Celsius or 4,000 degrees Celsius in that fleeting moment. The eye explodes inward as it sort of almost vacuum crumples, and as it does so, even though the creature cannot feel pain, it can no longer see. Confused by its sudden lack of vision as this paper pops one of its eyes, it reaches for it instinctively, releasing Adelaide from the hand that clasps it.
Very good. I would like to reach down and try and grab the wet noodle of a friend I have right now on the ground as I look toward the undead creature and say, how do you like them grapples?
Oh.
Oh.
All right. Everyone in chat, noodle arms for Adelaide. I don't know what noodle arms look like as an emote, but if you figure it out, let me know.
Okay,
I would do the gotcha hands up, but I don't know if you have that.
that's true. Or the octopus squid tentacle thing.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
That's a
Oh,
good one.
yeah.
All right. Very well. So, at least for the moment, you have bought yourself some reprieve as we go to Kay, who is following behind. Now, Kay, you're a little slower than the others, but you definitely can hear the sound of the whistling getting closer from behind you.
Knowing that, Max probably started some trouble, something's going on ahead, I'm gonna charge as fast as I can to get there as soon as I can, see if I can help her keep running. Because sounds are never good, and we're in a place we have no clue how to deal with, and I do not like it. Montgomery, I'm going on ahead. I'll see you there.
All right. You
I'll be there.
run, you race, you make your way down, you climb down this flight of stairs, and you find yourself, not flight of stairs, the flight of, like, debris and stuff, next to Maximilian and Adelaide. But that's when you hear something odd. The whistling sound is closer. And more specifically, you hear it coming from across the street from where you are. You look behind you and you look in front of you. This is impossible. There is no possible way he could have gotten in front of you, or at least across the road from where you are, in that amount of time. But he is getting closer.
I
Where?
try to look around me and see if it's easier to pinpoint kind of where that sound's coming from.
It is coming from an alleyway adjoining to a church, between a gated area that would lead into a backyard, small cemetery area, and the church itself proper.
I kind of just yell out, I don't think we're getting away. Guys, I'm going to meet you there. I don't think we're running. I don't think we're getting far. And I just kind of, at that point, we're all in a more or less safer area, right? Just
No,
away
there's zombies
from the
heading
actual
towards
zone.
you.
Oh, okay, all right. We're going to just go back on a roof. We can get back on a roof, that'd be great. That, yeah.
Yeah, the roof where Monty is, where you just came down. That's a easy way for you to climb up. Apart from that, probably there's a few further down maybe, but yeah, this is the only way back up.
I'm going to yell onto Maximilian and Adelaide. Guys, get back over here. I think at this point, we just try to get ground.
Are you sure we were just up there?
I don't think we're going to... Max, there's something going... There's a lot of... Look at all the zombies. You think we're really going to make it away from them?
I'm more concerned with the fat rat. Can you see it from where you are?
Max, there's so many. Which one do you mean? There's...
The
I
fat
have
one.
like
Oh,
7...
God. All right, I'll come and show you. Are you all right, Addy? Can you make it back up the ladder?
Yes, thanks for all your help. I tried my noodle trick, which always works, but for some reason it didn't work this time. I guess I didn't drop the weight right. So thanks for helping me.
Not a
Not
problem.
enough booty weight.
The
I
zom-
suggest next time though, maybe go stiff arm rather than noodle arm.
Now, listen, I could talk on about this for a really long time about how the noodle trick is more effective.
Another
than
zombie
being
reaches
stiff.
out and tries to grab at you guys.
What are you guys doing down there?
Hold on, we're talking about noodling.
All right.
about noodling over here. What do you... Stop it! Stop it! It's not the time!
All right,
Wow,
you are
this
you are
guy's
bleeding.
You are slowly being encroached on by several other zombies as we go to Montgomery. Hearing Kay and so- seeing the situation. Yeah, I kind of come up to the edge of the rooftop. Is there any other rooftop to go to from here other than? Yes, Where you we could came leap. from? You could leap across to a rooftop that appears to be for a hot dog store.
Classic
If I'm confident
hot
I can
dog
make it.
stores.
I'm gonna try. All right, an athletics check as you try to leap from one roof to the other.
Wow.
Sure, it's not
Oh.
acrobatics.
Oh.
Can I do a flip?
You can do a flip, but
Clearly.
the flip will only land you a whether or not you successfully manage to make the flip. For me, acrobatics and athletics, the biggest difference is one is an exertion of strength to make the distance, the other is your ability to perform feats or to potentially balance. So, unfortunately, it is an athletics. And as you leap, that is a 3 of crow. Do you wish to cheat?
Well, considering that brings it down to a 1, and I drew crap cards, I don't suppose a 5 would work either. I drew.
No. All right. You strike the gutters of the hot dog store. Bang! And as it bends, we're gonna give you 1 wound for the fall as you land in some garbage with a loud clang.
Monty!
Clearly, he was not the wiener.
Oh, goodness.
No, I was gonna say that he couldn't cut the mustard.
Hey.
All right.
We should probably
Y'all are-
catch up.
Yeah. that-
guys.
All right, Dave wins through the breach. That's just how this works. Okay.
Woo! I win.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. I'm out of here. Part 2. See you later. I got HR in there.
All right.
The
Okay.
puns are so good tonight. The puns are so good.
At this point, emerging from the graveyard gate, the sound of creaky iron as out steps Seamus with his gun. He says, "Oh, I do love a good chase." He takes aim and is going to fire at Maximilian. Maximilian, he is aiming for your leg. You have to make a defensive flip. Your target number is a 18
Oh.
for your defense.
Very good.
That was
Very
good knowing Max.
That is a 6 of Mosk.
It sure is, Dag. It sure
It really is.
Definitely it.
I attempt to follow Addie's lead and go full noodle, knowing full well that this was the wrong idea, as I take a hot one to the leg.
All right. With a hot one to the leg, this is a critical wound. As it blasts a hole in your thigh, you suddenly find yourself taking a knee, and we are going to deal a total of oops, sorry, I shouldn't make that up. Let me find out. I've got it right here. The actual damage you will take is
See, if it was Monty, this could have been a full Monty. God,
Ah,
true.
missed a chance.
Help.
Missed
a
up.
chance.
Missed opportunity. All right. The damage you receive is. Oh, it's not gonna list it there. Fine. I'll see your nonsense and raise you a phone app that has all my stuff on it. Stupid internet.
This
Careful,
next
Cantrip
flip
Platinum.
is brought to you by our other sponsor for the evening, Legs. Legs are so great. Without them, you wouldn't have one to stand on.
They keep the world running.
Oh, that was a better one.
okay.
Yeah, I know.
listen.
I'm
That's
sorry.
a good
I
one.
didn't mean to
All right,
steal
here
your
we go.
thunder.
All right.
Put my foot in my
Good.
mouth with that
All
one.
right. So the damage you receive is 8 points of damage.
Oh,
Holy
boy.
shit.
I am dead. I died from the bullet wound. My leg is blown off.
Well, not quite. I mean, you know,
Rip.
your leg's not in a good way, but it is not blown off. In the game of Through the Breach, when you reach 0 hit points, your character potentially falls unconscious. What you need to make for me now is a toughness jewel. A toughness jewel is going to see whether or not you remain conscious or you pass out.
Now, when you say toughness, do you refer to tenacity?
No, tenacity would be your willpower. This toughness would be your ranks in toughness plus your resilience.
Oh, resilience. Yes, of course.
Which, of course, brings you to a total of... With an 8 of rams.
An 8.
An 8. Unfortunately, you do need a 10 to remain conscious.
Okay.
Fantastic. Time for Maxie's nighty-night sleep time.
Excellent. All right.
As I fall
Comes the
unconscious.
curtain call.
All right. The leg wound is grievous, and you immediately go into shock. Your body falls limp and falls over. At this point in time, you then suffer a critical severe injury. As this happens,
I'm sorry.
Bad.
Okay, hold on. Just pause
You're just
for
making
1
up
second.
words.
Yeah.
The name of it is critical severe. Is there just a critical injury and then a severe injury? Like what?
yeah,
what
there's
are
a
you-
Yeah,
there's
when
a
you
there's a
combine 'em.
no, that's a good question. That's a great question. So based on the damage that you receive, you can either suffer a weak critical effect, a moderate critical effect, or in this case, because the masters only flip red jokers, a severe critical effect. So yes,
So they're
Oh.
all critical. Why
yes.
are they all critical?
Well, because
all
get
critical.
I've got
they're
a
critical.
grievous. I'm sitting here with a grievous supreme taco nacho bell wound. Okay.
Right,
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
right.
you go.
Addie's just panicking. It's okay. She'll try and make
The
it
chart-
tourniquet.
He's
The
dead. Let him
chart
go.
is so crazy, it's ridiculous.
All right, Maximilian, how many negative wounds are you on if you've taken 8 damage?
And what would I look at? if
So
I
what
was
is your
looking
current
at my
wounds?
My current wounds,
Which is 4
a
plus your ranks in toughness, which I presume is 0.
+4.
So 4. Okay. So that means you are on -3 because 0 counts as a value.
Fantastic.
So yeah. So -3,
Fantastic.
which we add to this result here of an 11 to make it 14. You now have the condition known as agonizing pain. You generate 1 less action point during combat while you have
I'm
this
sorry.
severe injury.
If you could bear with me for just 1 second.
Yeah.
Fuck my leg! Ah, fuck!
Yeah.
Max?
Yeah.
Max?
fine.
Yeah.
You good?
That's
Yeah?
basi- yeah,
I'm
it's-
keeping it down.
Everything's fine.
that's basically it. But however, you
We're
do
in a
get
dangerous place.
However, you do get a special power associated with this. You can now tell when it's about to rain.
Oh, good. Fantastic. Just what I've always wanted. Will be fantastic for
Don't
my
trick
ass.
me.
Yeah, it's the trick knee
Am
that'll
I
start.
conscious again then?
Yeah, yeah. So you are unconscious, yes, which is great because it technically means you're sedated. So this is, of course, all that happens with this grievous bodily wound. And you have fallen unconscious, which means, of course, Seamus now has a gleeful look over his face as he begins to jump onto the streets with a skip in his step, ready to get to claim his newest victim for his entourage of undead escorts.
Well,
How bad do we need him?
Adelaide will sort of stand in she realizes that she's not going to be able to drag a body far away fast enough, and she's not going to abandon Maximilian because he just helped her out of her noodle situation. So she will sort of stand, I guess, put her body in front of wherever his is unconscious, and she'll say, "Now, Seamus or Shimmy or whatever you said your name was, that's quite enough. I think we can stop right here. And if there are any zombies, like, are they encroaching right now? Or
They are.
just-
They are encroaching a little bit more now that Seamus is the gunshot brought even more of them in your direction.
Addie?
Okay.
Addie,
Well,
you just get out of there. I'll pick him up. Just get on top of the roof, and I'll try to work us out.
Side note, Adelaide, you also heard Monty in a nearby alleyway as well, so you know he's over there.
I hope his buns are okay.
Yeah.
you mean I heard
Oh.
Monty
Fire!
fall?
On fire!
So good.
Okay. So
You dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm a big boy. I can pick him up. So-
all right. I lost my accent there because I'm so stressed.
Okay. Tarnation.
Oh, okay. All right. So Addie will then, I guess, retreat. Is retreating and shooting a thing?
Yeah, it's called moving and then taking a shot.
Okay, so but does it affect how far she can move? If she
Yes,
takes
because
a
technically
shot?
you could move with all your actions versus moving with an action and then shooting with one.
Okay, I will just move with all my action then and get the hell out of Dodge. And
With Maximilian, or are you leaving him for K?
I'm gonna leave him for K.
Okay. You dart around to where Montgomery is, and you can see that there is the alleyway. Monty, you're kind of like correcting yourself and picking yourself up. Your back is kind of like a little twinging, but other than that, you're all right. You can see Adelaide is it seems okay, but also has a spray of blood on her dress.
Tell me that's not yours.
Honestly, at this point, I'm not even sure. I think it's Maximilian. His leg just exploded in front of me, so I think that's what it is. Could be the zombies as well. Not
That
sure.
can't be good.
All right. Max, we go to your turn. You find yourself on stage, your very first performance, all those years ago. You remember the audience, the crowd, the sights, the cheers. I'd like for you to have a scene, if you would, of Maximilian's first real success on stage.
I remember the first time ever being on stage and hearing the advice of my father. You always want to start the show off as large as you can. Show them what you're capable of. And I remember I took one of the most greatest risks of my career. The water torture chamber. I remember being tied at the ankles before being hoisted up high above the crowd. The oohs and ahs and shocks as they looked upon what was about to transpire. As they lowered me into the chamber filled with water, glass all around me. I remember having the key lodged tightly in my lips or at the back of my mouth. And as I go into the water, in this occasion, I search for it, spinning around, trying to build the anticipation and tension. But the key does not seem to be there this time.
There is a sudden flash. The lights from the show, poof, as these lamps of people and photographers taking photos of your daring feat go off, one after the other. The flashes sort of catch your eye. You start to become disoriented while you are underwater. That suffocating feeling, that sensation that the water around you begins to close in. And that is when one of the flashes suddenly sees you without your shackles, without you being underwater. Instead, you are standing on the other side of the tank and the glass. You see not yourself inside of the tank, but someone else struggling.
Do I recognize this person?
You very much do. You know exactly who this is. The crowd and the audience have gone silent. You turn your gaze to the empty auditorium, and there is only a single solitary figure smoking a wooden pipe in the crowd, watching this show as the spotlight remains on you and the sound of struggling and water can be heard from inside of this small tank.
I begin to panic. I don't know what to do in the situation. It's happening all over again. I begin to search the stage for anything that might be able to break the glass. I find
There's a crowbar.
small stool, a crowbar even. I immediately pick it up and try and wail against the glass. It's all coming back. I remember. I begin to scream, "Archie! Archie!" as I continue to wail on the glass.
All right. Back to initiative. As we go to K.
Okay.
you doing? Feeling good? Good. Okay. You see Maximilian on the floor lying, bleeding out from his leg. Well, not bleeding out, but like blood pouring from his leg. You are on the rooftop still, the only one. What do you do?
I'm going to tear up. Yeah, I'm gonna tear a piece of my clothing off, use it to tie around my short staff, and then I'm gonna try and pull a Nightwing and kind of just glide over, wrap it around something, and then try and swing him up and get him back up here.
Okay, can grace my Dixon anytime if you know what I mean.
All right.
You know what I mean.
All right.
The most charming I'll ever be.
All right. I see what you're saying. There isn't really a way to slide. There isn't anything to slide down to, because that would require an anchor point on the ground.
Okay,
you can get
then
from,
I'll
you
just...
can get from where you are to the hot dog house, but you would need to climb down to get Maximilian.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go down, and then I guess I'll use my bow staff to help us kind of get leverage to get back up and jump as fast as we can.
All right.
I'm just gonna try and scoop them, and then.
Keeping in mind,
jump and glide.
Adelaide and Montgomery are in the alleyway on the ground floor.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just okay. I guess I'll just try to do a flipping over them and just try to avoid the zombies.
Okay. You notice that there is some debris and the like nearby. If you want, you can try and use it to create an obstacle, to like impede on this guy as you're bringing Maximilian into the alleyway with Adelaide and Montgomery.
You got it. Yeah. I'm gonna try and take whatever leverage I can just to make sure they can not catch up to us.
All right. As you're using your quarterstaff to steady you as you make your way in, there's a clatter of these boxes and trash. You watch as this big fat rat, sort of like with feet barely touching the ground, sort of scurries and shuffles and tries to get into cover. But you know, it's only like
Max?
for every few like.
Focus on the
runs,
rat.
This doesn't
Focus on the rat.
As every time he says this, you hear Maximilian muttering under his breath something.
Max, are you with me? Come on.
Archie.
Are you calling the rat Archie? You're giving him names now?
All right, Monty, we're up to you. What do you do?
Are we all in the alleyway now? Or...
Yes. Yep, you're all in the alleyway. Kay has just brought in Maximilian and toppled over some of the stuff nearby.
Does
the food still look good? Does that look usable? Just like it's just a side question.
That's actually a valid question.
As you look inside this place, it's kind of got grime over the windows. There are some hot dogs hanging from the hooks. However, you realize very quickly that hot dogs don't get hung on hooks. And you try not to think about it too much.
Do I feel like I have a moment to try to check out Max? Like Doctor?
Thought you
no,
were
just
gonna
checking 'em
ask
out.
if you.
You wouldn't be
had a
able-
moment to
How's it
eat.
going, Max?
You wouldn't be able to fix him because you would need surgery to like help like take the bullet out of his leg. But you could. I mean,
Get him
I'd say,
conscious?
yeah. Look, I could. Yeah, you could help him regain consciousness for sure. However, you're pretty sure that he would be in a tremendous amount of pain.
Ooh, better leave him. Looking around, what options do we have as far as where to go?
Alleyway continues forward and out onto a larger street. Doesn't seem to be any zombies down in that direction. There are, however, several spotlights that flash nearby. You know these spotlights actually come from the wall that surrounds surrounds the inner city for the quarantine zone. You know that guild guards shoot zombies and resurrectionists and stuff on sight when they get caught in that spotlight.
Do I feel like there's a way to kind of lead the baddies and then kind of that way and then kind of duck in somewhere so that they go past towards that, or?
Yeah, potentially. You would have to go out into the street just beyond it, but let's make a notice roll to see if you can find a secret passage.
Let's do it.
7 of tome.
Oh, man. Notice, so that puts me at 11.
11 is what you need.
Beautiful.
All right, with an 11, you do find a secret passage. You can see that as you make your way forward, there is a door that leads inside what looks to be a pet food store. As you make your way down, you hear the sound of the whistling coming from behind you. All four of you begin to make your way, pushing towards that. Monty taking the lead as you see that door. You lean into it and try to open it. However, it is locked.
Little help, big guy.
Big guy.
I got you. Let's go.
Okay.
Adelaide, would you like to? Because Kay is currently holding Maximilian.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I'm.
Wow.
Little help.
Adelaide, you want to carry him, or what do you want to do?
So
Listen,
funny.
we can all admit that I'm not the strongest, but I am quite sly, and Adelaide will attempt to lockpick the door.
All right.
I don't know. You're pretty strong. You're emotionally strong.
Do you have lockpicking tools Do you have lockpicking tools, by the way?
Yeah, my thing said when I was a wayfinder.
Were you gonna say Pathfinder? A wastrel?
Wow.
I did. So I don't know if I lose those now that I'm a boomer.
Nope, you don't lose any of your abilities.
Okay.
A boomer?
Okay, so then
Okay,
I'm a
boomer.
boomer now.
Things have
That
changed.
tracks.
All right.
No, the world has changed. That's the problem.
Okay.
So is that a yes?
Yes.
Do you have
Yes, I do. Yes.
do you have
Yes.
positive? Okay, so you have positive flips on this, which then mean you get an 8 of masks on your lockpicking as you pull out your tools and begin your work.
So I add +3 because my skill, so 8, 9, 10, 11.
Perfect.
Is
That's
11 high in this game?
yeah, it's exactly what you needed, in fact.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
The door opens without a problem, and you all begin to make your way in. There, you close the door. The whistling gets closer and closer.
Oh God, can we put a bar in the door, a broom, anything that's a strong pole?
You grab some debris, you grab some chairs, you grab a small dressing cabinet. You bang it up against the door. You keep everything there. Maximilian's breathing continues to get slower as you're here. The footsteps are now just outside of the door, and as they do, they stop. And as they do, you see the illumination of the spotlight flashing, creating a shadow underneath the door frame, showing the two legs standing just outside of the portal.
Ugh, standing. I'm so jealous.
Then suddenly, they walk away. The footsteps getting further and further. You hold your breath. It is silent.
I think that did it.
As you say this,
You
suddenly,
fucker.
from right next to Montgomery's head, you hear a click sound. From the darkness, literally manifesting behind, you see Seamus. Gotcha! And as you hear the sound of a bang, a huge mist begins to envelop like an explosion centered out from all of you. As all of you suddenly lose sight of everything, you see nothing all around you until a wind carries this mist onto the street, exerting and almost vomiting you out onto the cobblestone.
Hot dog mist.
Maximilian, you are brought to consciousness as you tumble out. You groan, your leg still sore. And all of you are on a street that is devoid of any zombies. Just one person. A small girl who is standing while you guys are all sprawled out. She looks at you and treats you with a certain curiosity.
Well, put me in a cloud of dust and shoot me out into another dimension. What is happening here? Who are you?
Maximilian, as you look at this zombified little girl, she hands you a small flower, which you recognize almost immediately.
I hope you didn't spend it all on candy.
As you say that, from the mist, you see a number of children, deadly, vicious, rotted. These are the forgotten of Malifaux. And through the mist, they place their hands on their friend, and she too, like them, walk back along the street. As the mist fades and disappears, it was as if they were never there. Your favor has come full circle, Maximilian. And as such, when you receive the flower, just like these children, your wound is forgotten. While you retain the damage that you have suffered, the agonizing pain critical effect is no longer impeding you. As these creatures known as Crueligans leave the scene. All right. And it is here, ladies and gentlemen, that we will take a short break.
Ah.
Ah, I'm so excited.
This short
Creepy
break
kids.
brought to you by Glizzies. Glizzies, the greatest 12 inches you'll ever get in your life.
12 inches of venom.
All right. Well, I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed part 1 of episode 2. I don't know why I did that. I feel like I've watched too much Attack on Titan, and now I live here. So those of you who are enjoying this session, hey, if you've got questions about the game system, if you've got questions for our players, throw them up in chat because we'd love to hear from you. This is just freaking amazing. It's so cool. You guys having fun? You guys enjoying your experience thus far? Yeah?
Yes, I
I'm
love
loving it.
bleeding out
I
and
am-
reliving traumatic experiences.
Yeah?
There is nothing I want to do more on a Tuesday night, Dag. Thank you.
Oh, it's
for that.
beautiful.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
I thought you'd I remember in the green room we were just sitting there going, you know what I really need to be crushed emotionally right now. Like that's 100% it. I was like, you know what?
Crippling
I-
depression.
I got you, fam. I got you, fam. So thank you very much. Also, by the way, in chat, let us know. Do you think Adelaide should start, taking protein, doing some push-ups? Because
Is it time for a bulk? Yeah.
Is it time for bulk?
This is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Let me know.
The big question that I want to pose to chat: stiff arm or noodle?
Yeah.
Which
stiff
one
arm
is
noodle.
it, guys?
Listen,
Stiff
wins?
arm or noodles? This is for
Specify
chat.
here.
This is a question for
It's-
chat.
Specify.
Hey,
Look,
I didn't
look.
say this is for cast. This is for chat. Chat
Brandon, you
can
had your
tell us
chance.
no.
All right. You
You
had your
had
competition.
your chance. You took it.
All right.
Noodle
Well,
or stiff
This is
arm?
my answer.
Then.
all right, guys. Well, let us know in chat. Ask your questions away. Go get your hydrations. Go get your orange juices. Go get your glizzy juices. And we will see
glizzy
you.
juice.
Yeah, glizzy juice. And we will see you.
That was why that was my nickname in college. Weird.
It's great. Yeah, we will see you after this very short break. Don't go away.
Bye.
Bye.
Countdown.
Boo!
No.
Did I scare you? Did I get you? I see you. I got you. You flinched. You flinched. You old son of a gun. You.
It definitely did.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
All right, very well. Hi,
Damn it.
we're welcome back. We are back from the break that we had with ourselves. It's what we did. Let's.
It's almost like you got through the break I did it! I did it!
Did it, Reddit.
He did it. All right.
So strong.
So Khan says that Adelaide.
Hey, Dag.
Yeah. What?
Dag,
What? Yes.
how does it feel to be constantly interrupted when you're trying
Does
to get
it?
something done?
Oh, it's okay. I definitely wouldn't lose my mind and start blaming other people and get really upset by that. I feels like that's like something very,
Right.
very small.
No reason. Just hey.
Adelaide should bulk up on glizzies. Also, stiff noodle is the answer. Thank you, Khan, for that. Well, he's very, very clear. It seems as though B-Town, Hungry for Apples, and a few others, McClover, we've gone with noodles for our answer as to noodle or stiff arm.
Okay.
That's the correct answer.
That is definitely the correct answer. Oh, GF
Yep.
Power says stiff noodles.
Mm-mm.
Stiff
The-
Noodle was my other nickname in college.
You too?
Don't encourage him, Kay.
We just pretend like we just pretend like he didn't say anything. The 00 Aimless says stuff arm is before the hot water, then you get limp noodle. Baliali says noodle for life and escape. OG Lava Kitten is also for stiff noodles.
I know OG Lava Kitten.
Do you-
Oh, the OG
Oh,
lava
the
kid?
OG? Oh my
The
god.
OG Lava Kitten is here right now.
The OG.
The OG cat.
The
Lava
OG.
Kitten.
La-na-na-na-na.
The OG.
Do we have any questions? I don't think we have any questions. All right. Well, there you go. We have a happy Halloween. Thank you, Cass. Lots of
Look,
notes.
it's always Halloween.
That is. Yep. Cool. Sweet. Nice and easy. Those are all the questions. Hope you enjoyed them. It's good because it means that my session is clear and you guys all understand everything that is going on. And everyone here is doing a fantastic job and have portrayed their characters in such a direct and vivid way that there is simply no question as to your personality and your motivation. Gold stars for everyone here. Just
It's all pretty
Frickin'
straightforward.
well done. We freaking nailed it. All right. I guess we could just jump back in then, shall we? But before we do, I have an announcement,
Jesus. Yeah.
and that is, you. Yes, that's right. You, specifically you, are amazing, and thank you for being here. Because without you being here, I wouldn't be here. Because
I
that
know,
is how.
it's my channel, Dag. Of course I know you wouldn't be here if I wasn't here.
Yeah, well, no, okay. No, what I mean to say literally is that I wouldn't have your stream key, and I wouldn't be here.
True.
Right. That would.
True.
That is what I
True.
mean. Yes.
True.
That is it. So there you
True.
go.
Okay.
All right.
My stream key is 7.
Yep. Mine is
Yeah,
1, 2,
I
3,
go
4,
for 4.
5 because that's the only way I could remember it.
Mine is exactly pi.
Well, that sounds delicious.
Takes so long.
I'm
Anywho.
just laughing because I'm imagining someone actually trying to type out all of pi to try and get
All
Good
of
luck.
mine.
Look, let's be real. At that point, you're copying pasting. That is,
Oh,
there is no way I'm
yeah.
typing that point. Yeah.
You're filling your RAM with that.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That's true. All right. Spooky music time. Ah! Welcome back, one and all, into the realm of Malifaux, a nightmare world where our heroes have managed to narrowly evade the clutches of the infamous Red Chapel Killer. But their journey in the quarantine zone is not yet done. A little bit of time has passed since we last saw them. Maximilian, your leg has been somewhat treated with some basic first aid. We're going to flip and see how much you restore. You heal 3.
Woo! Damn it.
You heal 3 wounds. Nice try.
Conscious. Yeah.
You are conscious and you've healed 3 of your wounds.
Yeah, what does that put you at?
-1, I believe.
Nice.
No, sorry,
Only
0.
partially done.
Sorry, 0. You're at 0
Oh,
on the
I'm
dot.
just dying.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
Just mostly dying.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
you're
you
fine.
just can't get hit again.
I
or it's just
feel
Needs
happy.
life. Come on, am I right, guys?
I've never had one.
During the time in which Maximilian's leg is being tended to, there is afforded a small moment where our heroes can bring up anything that they would like to, or potentially address any of the things they saw before they move to the mansion of the Grace Estate.
All right. Listen, guys. I didn't think I'd need to say this, but you gotta keep your wits about you out here, okay? Don't touch anything. Don't talk to anyone. That's how you stay alive out here.
Who was
Wait.
looking and or talking to anyone?
Okay, one of you looked at the you Max. You had to talk to the girl, the zombie
Yeah.
girl that started all this.
Well,
So I don't want to hear
I'm
that. from
sorry,
you,
I'm a
okay?
gentleman. I am sorry. You know what?
Oh,
I'm
in the
not
middle?
sorry.
There ain't
You know
no
what? You should
proper
be.
ladies
We
out
are in the
here.
middle of the one place that you should not talk to anyone. Oh, but
No.
Do you remember how we had to get in here? We had to talk to a gremlin who was trying to sell us. Also, oh my god, like the cat. Oh my god, hi little buddy.
Oh, is the cat okay?
You look and you see the cat is perfectly fine. It purrs and sort of purrs super loudly. It's very warm against the center of your chest. Also, Kay, your wounds have also been healed by 3.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm just back to full health again. That's great. I think it's the love of the cat. The love of the cat.
Yeah, it's a good kitty.
It's been everything to me. This is the himbo mode has been activated, and I'm just like checking on him. Just, hi little buddy. Are you good? Ember? You look like an Ember. I think that's what I'm gonna call you. Hi little Ember. Guys, do you want a pet comfort cat, Maximilian, for being a, I don't want you to feel comfortable right now, but I feel like you need some love from the cat right now. Are you not a cat guy?
Well, I'm more of a dove and a rabbit guy. Both things
know
are eaten typically by cats.
Just, I was gonna be angry, but also at the same time, you are a magician. This kind of does track. I will allow it. I'll allow it. But does anyone need comfort from the cake? Ember's really excited to meet everybody.
I'm good. Max, you gonna be able to walk on that?
Only one way to find out.
You put some pressure on your leg. It'll hold for now. But
I'll make him a tourniquet.
yeah, it'll hold.
now I'm just. Anyone else a little bit concerned about this Seamus guy coming after us again? Should we be concerned about that, or are we just gonna?
We
pretend
should
like
be
that?
concerned about everything around here. I almost dipped into your accent. We should be concerned about everything around here.
Well, if my deduction is correct, Seamus disappeared once he was within 50 feet of children. So,
I don't think that's how that worked. He did get stabbed by one.
I don't think that's it.
Yeah.
no?
No.
I think those kids saved us.
Yeah, anyone kind of confused by that? Did you know the kid? I don't. But yeah, you said some words, and I was confused, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
An old friend is all. Favor for a favor, of course.
Well, now you're gonna have to sit down and give us a little more information on that.
Maximilian, do you tell them the story of your encounter with the small child?
No.
Very well. Tight-lipped, but nonetheless in much higher spirits than with the pain-shotted bullet within his leg, you begin to make your way towards the north of where you happen to currently be.
Wait a minute. We weren't there. We didn't see the kid give him a rose or whatever, or a flower.
Oh, you would have seen them give the flower, yeah, but he's not telling you why,
Okay.
like how he knows.
Yeah,
Okay.
the
Okay,
child,
I
yeah.
was for a second.
Prologue
I thought
story.
maybe he was hallucinating, or I don't
No,
know. Okay.
no, you all
Okay,
saw
gotcha. Okay.
that. Yeah, you absolutely saw all that. Yeah.
Okay.
not the weirdest thing I've seen out here.
Definitely not. As you say this, you notice that the Easter Bunny suddenly hops past you, wearing a top hat. Its bug eyes seem to be stretched out, and it holds a package that appears to be making the sound of a chicken in distress. He looks at you and then bounces
Max.
away.
Don't.
Nope. Everyone keep walking. I'm not dealing with this. We're
Don't
not, we'll just
even
keep
look
going.
at him.
Kids, we are not turning this car around. We are just gonna keep going forward. I am not. We're going now.
Eyes ahead.
I chase down the. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you limp
Immediately
towards it.
start running after the rabbit.
All right.
Just
Well,
this gashing wound slowly going against the wall. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'll crawl there.
yeah, that's it. You just start crawling backwards towards it. Okay, yeah, this is not a rabbit you want to chase. But anyway, as you make
Go
your
down the
way
rabbit hole.
down the it's a different rabbit hole. It's a whole yeah. Anyway, as you make your way
Bear hole.
towards the north, you find yourself outside of the Grace Manor, an old and dilapidated building, 2 stories high, with twisted awnings that bend and twist in almost like a almost as if someone had bent or crumpled it, making some of the towers crooked and misshapen. The windows broken, allowing cool air to whistle through the empty corridors. Gardens long since found disrepaired, with vines and twisted roots growing around the exterior of what was once probably a beautiful garden. As the gate opens, like an open maw waiting for you to approach, the door, the heavy oak door, gazes at you with a knocker in the visage of an elderly man with a long, sort of twisted beard and a big bulbous nose. In his mouth,
Santa?
kind of like Santa. In his mouth is a ring clenched in his teeth.
That's ominous.
That's just an overbite. It's not that bad.
So you said the door's open?
I said there's a door.
Oh,
And there's just a guy standing there with a ring in his mouth?
No, there's a
I
door
think the
knocker.
knocker's to the shape of a head.
There's a butler with a ring in
Could
his
you?
mouth.
I was
thought
trying-
it was a
Standing at the door.
person.
For
I love
all
how
of
me and
eternity.
Dave had that moment of acknowledged silence as GMs. We both just sat there, and then I almost said that. I almost went, "Yes, Rayna, there's a butler. He's standing there with his ring in his mouth. He was waiting for you."
I thought
Herbert, about time you get here.
I've been holding this in my mouth for years.
You can someone open the door? Does anybody please?
I
Does anybody
literally
else taste
wasn't.
copper?
I wasn't saying anything because I was so grossed out. I felt like I could taste metal in my own mouth. I was like, "Oh, why does this guy have a ring in his mouth?"
I mean, honestly, it would add a layer of creepiness if it's just like a human, like a severed human head with like a ring in his mouth. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
It would. Cut line.
Yeah.
so there's a door.
Well, I guess I know what I'm doing for the next 3 minutes.
Go ahead and walk up and see if it's unlocked.
Placing your hand upon the handle, there's a sort of a layer of dust on pretty much everything, but as you twist the handle, it does allow egress into the mansion. The door creaks open as you enter.
Are you giggling at your own sound effect?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It was pretty good.
That's pretty good. I will.
Fun.
Yeah,
I would
it
go
was
with that.
all right. It was all right.
Add an effect. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What are we seeing?
Well,
What's going on?
Addie will go in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bear with me for just a moment while I take
Just-
us
As
to.
I open the
I'm at-
door, I'll turn and be like, remember, watch what you touch.
All right.
This episode brought to you by Maps. Why
Ah.
don't you find yourself with
You
better
are
maps?
here.
Hold on, let me
They are there.
make this big. There we go. Ooh, ah.
We in a
right.
spot.
So, as you enter, you find yourself in a large broken down entrance hall. 2 passages lead to the east and west, and an impressive flight of stairs rise to a second story, also pairing to the east and west. At the top of the staircase are several portraits, each depicting a noble person wearing, kind of very, very formal Victorian attire. Mold and decay have long since begun devouring this room, the portraits included, and now the visages seem to be almost twisted and gnarled.
Did we get any information on how the layout of this place should look like, or like a general idea of where we should start exploring or checking?
You did not, but from what you understood, this place here has not been visited in almost, if not over 100 years.
Yeah,
All
this
right.
place looks so goddamn old. Where do you
Red
guys want
light,
to start?
friends.
What
Anyone
are
got a
the
direction, left or right?
what are the pictures of?
You step up and you have a look. You can see that the tarnish on the names specifically is too thick that you can't make them out. But the central one is likely Elijah Grace, the founder of the Grace Estate.
Seems like a nice guy. All right. Let's take a look around.
All right. As you begin to look around, from a distant corridor, you begin to hear something on the wind, something carrying a voice.
Who's gonna check it?
Let me lower this real quick.
Had a weird tingling feeling that it was gonna come find us. But I nominate Montgomery.
What?
I mean, you know this area the best. You're probably the best person to check the area.
I
We'll
mean,
follow your lead.
all right. We should probably we don't want anything sneaking up on us, so we should probably at least figure out what that is.
Who is the best shot of the group?
I'm not bad.
Oh, like with a gun, you mean? That sounds like a ghosty voice. Can't shoot ghosts.
Well, I wouldn't. I mean, you don't know about that. I'm definitely not
can.
gonna. I have a stick. I don't know what you expect me to do. So maybe a gun might be more effective.
Shoot
Listen, a
anything
stick and
enough,
a-
it'll die.
That's why you should go first, Daddy. Go for it.
Look, I'm all for ladies first. Look, we're
All
we'll
right,
follow it.
y'all are a bunch of chicken shits, and Addie will take her gun out and cock it. All of the noises.
All
Fucking,
right.
I'm gonna shoot a ghost today. Where are you, ghost?
All right.
Are there any are there any candles around?
Okay.
Well,
It's
maybe.
fine now. There we go.
Okay, let me refresh.
All right. Hi, everyone.
Hey,
Good to see you all.
We're back.
We're back.
I blame Dad.
I literally don't know what happened just
Yeah.
then. It just went from being all green, all fine to you're still streaming, but it's not working. So there you go. Damn it, Bobby. All right.
Bobby!
So while we wait for the ad to play out, because there's ads on things, just so that people don't have to miss out. A quick recap. Maximilian, you begin to search the haunted mansion for any candles that you can find, all the while hearing the sound of the whispering moans, the tears, the crying coming from nearby. Pushing those noises aside, you find 4 candles partially melted on one of the 2 candelabras that flank either sides of the grand stair in front of you.
I will use my flint thumb tip to light the ends of the candle.
They are illuminated.
All right. I will go closely behind Addie and continue to follow behind, trying to illuminate the room as we pass.
All right. Following the sound of the voices, you make your way towards what appears to be a dining room.
Hang on, Dag. I think we're still down.
We're down?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are we down?
Maybe he's having trouble with it. I did a refresh. It's okay.
I see everything okay.
Guys, let us know in chat if we're not working
Yeah.
still.
Okay.
I'm seeing okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, hit the refresh button. Seeing things okay. Seeing things okay.
Try turning it off and on
Working?
again.
Kaz,
Got it.
working for you?
Okay.
Anyone else?
Had to refresh. Working.
Yeah,
Okay,
Tyler's
yeah.
good.
Yep, okay, cool. Yeah, so we
All
just need
good? All right. We're good. We're
Cool.
good.
Okay.
So,
Good enough.
the freshiest. I forgot what I was doing. All right, yes, we're taking you into horrible places and doing horrible things to you. There we go. Okay.
Addie is being the bravest of the bunch.
Addie
I am
is
holding
right
on to
behind
my
weapon
lava
drawn.
kitten, okay? Me
All
and
right.
Ember are just having a light little glow, and I am holding my kitty cat for comfort. I am a scared man. I'm a big, scared man, and I'm holding my tiny cat as close as I can.
As you are holding your kitty cat and following Addie into what appears to be a large dining room, you find yourself confronted by the sight of 5 individuals dressed in funerary attire. Black robes draped over their faces like cowls. These are mourners who cry and whimper, softly sobbing at the dinner table where no food and no solace has been provided.
Sorry, there are just people sitting at a table crying, or are they like ethereal things?
They're sitting in chairs, but yes, there are people.
Do they seem to notice us?
They do not seem to notice or acknowledge your entrance.
Oh.
Is there anything inside this room that would look like do their cowls look familiar? Do anything about them look like distinguishing features that are anything like
Yeah.
the portraits that we saw earlier?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, not a bad one. Let's make a scrutiny check. That is a 2 of ram.
Well, you don't say. Well, it's crazy.
Fucking
I have these
hell.
wonderful things. It's time to cheat fate, ladies and gentlemen. And if you don't know what that means, it's time to use our cards. And right here, I think
X.
I'll be using.
Sorry, you can use that, but just beforehand, I did actually forget. Because you reached the end of the encounter with Seamus, before we went on to break, you guys are now able to discard any number of cards from your hand and redraw back up to 3.
Oh, amazing.
As you have-
God, because what
those
the
cards were
fuck
garbage.
is this?
Yeah.
That was
said
hot
discard
rat
them?
Garbage. Oh my
Yes.
God.
Any cards you do not want, you may discard. You don't have to discard your whole hand, but you can.
Much better.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I did forget it. That.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
That was what I
I'm
call the
feeling
fat
better
rat
now.
hand that
Wow,
I had
we.
right there. Woo.
Yeah, everyone fix your deck. Feel better about life. Less
Wow.
despair is always good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I fiddled
Had
with my
nothing
deck.
higher than
It's
a
fine.
7.
Did it on stream.
All right. So, Kay, that is a 2 on your scrutiny check to try and figure out more about these mourners. Unfortunately, with a 2, what is your scrutiny?
Well, if I don't cheat it, my scrutiny is a 3, so it'd be a 5.
A 5. Okay. With a
I don't
5,
cheat it.
that is not going to cut it. You will need a 9 in order to ascertain anything else.
Gosh, I somehow have. I wish I had a 4 before, and I only have a 5 now. I wish it was just one more, and I could have passed this. All right, I don't. I noticed nothing.
All right.
I was gonna cheat fate, but also I'm thinking about this. It's probably best if I wait for later. Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna do it because I forgot. If I
Do
do
it.
this, I have this. What they called? I have my my what's it called? Not my general trait or talent, but
Your pursuit?
Pursuit
no,
talent.
not pursuit. I forgot what it's called. When I have the 3+ in something and an aspect or a
trigger.
skill.
Trigger.
A trigger. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with my trigger, I have something called wary. So after that, I gain condition wary for the rest of whatever this interaction is. I'm extra aware. And that's with like after that, it's like a 13.
All right. With a 13, while the appearances of these people don't seem to match the description of the portraits, you do notice something, however. There appears to be, on the other side of the table, a goblet. This wine goblet seems to be a very strange curio that overflows and pours a viscous red wine almost perpetually onto the table. You watch as the wine drips down at the head of the table. It is definitely not normal, supernatural, or possibly even magical in nature. Could possibly be a grimoire.
And it's
I'd
on the
like to
other
go-
end.
Correct. You
Whoa,
would-
whoa, hey, Maximilian.
Oh,
you
hold
don't
up,
see
hold
that.
up here.
Hey, see that, Maximilian. Cool your jet streams over there, buddy.
You are not taking this one, sir. I will not allow it. It's not the time for that, sir. I'm sorry. I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
When did Michael Caine get here?
I'm sorry, Master Bruce. It's not the time.
Oh, I am with eyes focused and with my pure attention, my utmost attention. Me and Lava Kitty, me and Ember are making our way as the strongest swiftness to charge over there and try and grab that.
So you're gonna just like sprint?
I'm just going for it. Yeah. I already know we're probably going to get in a fight. Let's be honest here. We don't have much of a choice.
All right.
Yeah.
You
Fair.
begin to make
As
your
he
way.
rushes over right before he reaches for the goblet. I just want to yell out, "Wait!"
Sure.
Remember.
I will have that as a readied action. However, as you make your way past these individuals, an overwhelming sense of grief and sadness begins to flow over your body, Kay. I need you to make me a willpower jewel. with a ne- with- with a negative flip.
Yo golly, oh my.
Meaning this
Okay.
result cannot be cheated.
Oh.
That is a 10. And a 12.
Let's go, baby!
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Let's go,
All right.
Ooh.
All right. With-
Tides are turning.
what's your total for your willpower?
I am going to be at a 14.
Perfect. Plenty. You continue onwards, unabated by the sounds of sobbing, till you get to the table. As you reach for the wine goblet, Maximilian yells out to you from across the room.
Wait! I understand riches are plenty when it comes to these type of artifacts. But know this, before you grip that chalice, it always comes with a cost.
You notice the sobbing has stopped. All 5 figures simply look at Kay.
Hey. Watch yourself.
What am I seeing when I get close to this chalice? How am I feeling?
Fine. Yeah, you do not feel any kind of strong way one way or another. You definitely are unsettled. the wine that seems to have fallen from the cup and gone onto the floor has stained the ground, but it seems to seep into the floorboards and disappear.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my bag.
Do not remove the chalice from the table.
Careful.
Now, why? What if we were just to take it, Maximilian?
Oh,
Do we have a
There
good
is
reason,
one
Max?
thing keeping these specters in place right now.
mm-hmm.
It seems that the grimoire, or whatever that chalice is, has caught their attention. We have two options. Leave it and allow these specters to weep, or take it and pay whatever price it takes.
Well, what if I just had a quick look at it?
I think everyone should stay close to the door. Because definitely
Mhm.
what I'm going to be doing next might not be safe.
Are there doors on both ends? Oh, that's a clock. Okay,
Correct.
sorry.
No, this is the only two doors to this room are the ones that you just came in.
Okay.
Okay, I see. And K isn't near a door. K is near a fireplace.
Correct.
Okay. Well, oh, gosh darn it. Can Adelaide get a look at this thing? Like, without moving? Too far away from the door?
I'd say that you're too far away to get anything more than you've already been provided.
Okay.
Do
Ugh.
any of you have any experience with grimoires?
Try to avoid them.
Sadly, yes. Sadly, yes.
Really?
What do you see on the chalice, Kay?
What do I see? What do my eagle eyes see?
The chalice itself is a silver goblet. It seems to be emblazoned with the sort of almost like twisted rose markings, as if they were engraved into the stem of the wine glass itself. The rim itself, beneath the red wine that pulls over, seems to be sort of ringed with gold as well. You can tell, at least from the look of it, that despite it being here for well and truly 100 years or more, it doesn't seem to be tarnished or decaying in any way, despite its overflowing amount of wine. The table, for example, has rotted way more, and it almost looks as if someone may have put this down yesterday as to how out of place it feels.
This thing doesn't tarnish, doesn't change, looks brand spanking new.
Clearly
No
magical
real
in
distinguishable
nature.
markings besides it being really fancy.
And the
Yeah.
thorns.
And the thorns. Thorns that I'm definitely not touch as I put into a bag. In my bag.
All right.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna do it.
Lifting up
I
your
have a fair
bag.
warning to let you know. Yeah.
Lifting up the bag, I presume you don't want to touch it at all, so you're gonna kind of like
Not a
scoop
chance.
it. Yeah, you're gonna scoop it into the bag. As
Don't
soon as you do so, the wine tips to its side and stops flowing. The cup is now empty, and you watch as each of these specters suddenly disappear. And the room is empty.
Why do I feel like that's worse?
Well, I think this works for us right now.
This
on.
works against us.
We've
Wow.
There is
lost
only
sight of
one
this.
form of magic that I'm aware of that can control those that have passed.
Oh.
So, since I'm part of the Ten Thunders and whatnot, this is my mission to have some interesting things happen to me.
Sure.
My past dealings with these, does this chalice remind you of anything familiar?
It unfortunately does not. But you
Yeah, I
do
just always get
hear
myself in shit.
something.
Oh.
I don't know what this is going to sound like, so bear with me.
Pain. Oh, so much pain.
Something stirs within the house.
Okay. I know the value of such things. But this is pure evil you're dealing with. There is only
Max?
one way to release its hold on those that it captures. There is a fireplace behind you. There's only one place the chalice belongs.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think a fire from a fireplace is gonna be enough to melt this thing.
Yeah. Silver and gold will melt at high degrees of temperature.
I don't think we have enough time to stoke a fire. I'm gonna be really honest with you.
Don't want to draw attention with the smoke from the chimney either.
So, for now, stays inside the bag. If we find a way to get rid of all these things at once and whatnot, we can do that. But right now, we have one thing that is effectively usable, maybe for better or worse, to keep us alive, possibly against whatever else is inside this house. I have an assumption that if I touch the thing, bad things will happen to me. But also, if something goes well, we can use it against possibly something else inside this house that might kill us. So, as we go against the scales of time and choosing our woes and wearies, or staying alive, this is a possible weapon in a haunted house of hell. And maybe hold on to it for a while.
Got a point.
It made those spooky cry people disappear, so that's pretty good. Kay, can I look at it? Can you just hold the bag open so I can just see what it looks like?
Take a look, yeah. Definitely don't touch it because we all, I guess we're all aware. Yeah, get the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to touch it. It seems sketchy, but I do want to look at it. So Adelaide will go over and look at it in the bag.
All right. You head over and begin to inspect it. As you do so...
I'm not touching it.
No, that's fine. As you do so...
As you touch it.
It is... As you... Okay, sorry, yeah, that's true. As you touch the bag and inspect it, you notice that it looks like a plain goblet. And you notice something... you notice something odd. But it doesn't come from the bag. It comes from all around you. Thin sheets, almost like tapestries, begin to kind of descend downwards from the curtain railing, the fireplace, and the portrait that hangs to the south. You notice that creatures, tiny, small, arachnid creatures, start to descend from the ceiling into this room.
I should have walked to you.
Okay, Addie.
Yeah, time to go.
You begin to move, but how would you like to move? Do you go at a run pace? Do you go quietly? How do you move?
Well, do the spiders seem to be just chilling?
Oh, they're baby. They're like the size of like your pinky nail kind of thing. They're super tiny. It's almost like they're just
It's the worst guy.
occupying the room.
Gross. I think
We
Addie
should
will just
leave.
Addie will walk at a swift pace to her other comrades.
All right. They begin to drop from the ceiling here and there, slowly landing on the table as you both... sorry, Kay, are you going as well?
Oh yeah, except for being on the side, I'm just gonna go through the table. I'm just running across the actual table.
Oh, you're running across the table? Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Let's make a... God damn, let's make
Why?
let's make acrobatics as you are attempting to go across the table.
Jack's too excited.
Well,
okay,
I mean,
we're just-
I was like, okay, cool. They're coming down the side and they're coming in the middle of the room, so they're dropping down on the table. So, Adelaide, you've gone like where there are no spiders dropping down on you, and Kay, you've run straight into where the spiders are dropping down.
Yeah, okay, it's too late there. That's fine.
You're
That's,
there.
I love
This
that.
is where we're
That's-
at. This is what we're doing now.
This is where we are. We live this. We love
Yeah, yep,
this.
that's
I
it.
can't. It's not athletics. It has to be acrobatics.
It does have to be an acrobatics because you are dodging the little spiderlings as best you can.
Wow. Gosh. What golly. That's what. Love that for me. I mean, yeah. You.
Oh, yeah, I
move
gotta do the
card
thing.
Thing away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, no. Why is it always? God, why is it
Bro! Bro! Come on!
Oh, you're like a
Rigged.
magnet to that thing.
Rigged.
Every game.
Every
Wow.
game, my existence is pain. I can't. It's unbelievable.
For those of you who are unfamiliar with this system, the Black Joker is a twist of unfortunate fate. The worst of the worst things occur, and the situation that we find ourselves in, unfortunately, is unable to be cheated, and is basically our version of a crit fumble. So,
Oof.
I just need to read
It's
something.
also my it's the card that loves me the most. It's the one that I have a very passionate and deep relationship with. We've gotten to know each other quite a few times. Our relationship spans all of time.
All right.
Usually the bad luck person would be Rob, but apparently it's me now. You know,
Yeah,
we
he's-
switch
yeah,
off.
Rob's
we
not
switch
here.
off.
Gotta.
So,
Yeah.
as the spiders land upon you, you are going to gain the poisoned condition. And we're just gonna make this nice and easy, and we're just gonna say that the poison is going to only deal 1 point of damage to you.
I'm just,
Okay.
you know,
Can I
instead of that
try-
happening,
Go ahead. Yeah,
I-
by all
it's-
means.
I have this wonderful thing called enlightenment. And as I'm enlightened throughout my days, throughout my life, you know, taking some time to take in the feeling of the world, and really centering myself. There's this great thing called enlightenment that allows me to remove a condition as I go through things.
Oh,
so I'm
very
going to use
nice.
that.
Ooh, clutch.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
With your-
Go!
With your enlightened monk skill,
Blind AF.
you stave off the poison, but you are still covered in spiders. And by the time you get to the end of the table, you are just basically covered head to toe and scrape them and pull them from your person as best you
Can
can.
Don't say it.
Can I try and assist something to remove some of the spiders?
Yes, you can. Let's go with a. Let's go with a check for removing
Would
spiders.
you want to know what I'm trying first?
Yeah, go on.
So, as
What are we doing?
typical magicians at the turn of the century know, there was a specific substance that mediums used to use to fake the illusion of ethereal specters joining. A little something known as ectoplasm.
Yeah.
Ectoplasm, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
A goopy substance similar to that of a silly putty. I would like to try and use an ectoplasm to try and capture some of these spiders.
Are you
to
gooing me?
Remove them off.
Just gonna goo all over him.
All right.
This is a new advancement.
It was a spooky ghost. Oh, a spooky ghost.
All right. We're gonna use a.
Just comes out of his mouth.
Well, this is kind of awkward because I spent the longest time telling and explaining to Rayna how probably one of the most useless skills in this game is one she probably shouldn't have. But we're gonna make you do a flexible flip, as
Yeah,
As-
I see how this turned out for me. I see.
as it is a flexible tool that you are using. Yeah, let's see how you go. As you flip a 9 of RAM.
So allowing this goo thing to happen, huh?
Which is grace if you do not have flexible.
It's fine.
Wait, are you asking me this?
Yeah, you're doing the gluey thing.
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta do the yeah.
Yeah,
I,
you're
have
good.
plus,
with
I
it.
have a +1 to grace, so that's a 10, baby.
10 is great. All right. As you do so, you manage to stick, and several of the spiders now attached to this gooey, like non-Newtonian fluidy kind of thing that you've got going. As you have pulled these ecto spiders from the from K.
Oh my god, it's in my hair. What are you doing? I was not.
Calm
What do you?
down.
Oh my god,
it will
warning.
wash out. Just a simple stage trick.
This is what they always say. What do you mean it's gonna wash out? I don't trust this.
It's good for your hair.
What? No! No! All of you!
What did I do?
No! That's it! That's enough out of you all. Go to your corner. Time out.
I'm in a corner. Anyway.
It is that kind of show.
Clearing it is. Clearing off the
All right,
spiders.
all right.
And now with a grimoire in hand, you continue your search for the office belonging to Elijah Grace. You still need to find the deed for your benefactor so that that they may keep their businesses intact. But it seems as though he was not lying when it came to the chances of finding rare and strange grimoires within the walls here. But it seems as though they're not the only guardians of secrets within the Grace Manor. You return to the main entrance, where in which you notice something bizarre. All the portraits, the people within them, are gone, missing.
Oh boy.
Oh.
The background
It's
and the locations still happen to be there, but the actual targets, the actual people, are no more.
Oh.
There. Gotta wonder where they went.
I really don't want to
Only-
wonder. I want.
I think we're
Place
gonna
I
find
can
out.
think of them going.
What?
Perhaps
Where's that?
the chalice wasn't necessarily a tool or a weapon at all, but instead a prison.
I'm sorry. What's that sound? What the? What? Why? Why? What?
A large, terrifying howl comes from the top of the stairs.
No.
The door bursts open from the second story. As it does so, a creature emerges.
No.
What looks
I
to
do
be
not accept this.
what looks to be a
Thank
corpse
you.
of what may have once been a noble person whose clothes have been decayed and rotted over time, stands in front of you. Its body, its skin, almost like paper or papyrus, ensnared around its skeletal structure. Its eyes hollow and empty. Its mouth, sort of agape, but you can see no gums, no flesh beneath its dried lips. And most importantly, out of various appendages and various empty spots on its flesh, you see large, strange, insectoid-like hairs that have penetrated through its skin. As it howls, it seems to be enraged, hitting its head, banging its limbs against anything and everything it can see, until it notices you and charges down the stairs in your direction. We're gonna flip initiative as you guys are dealing with this creature. Starting with Kay, we'll start with your
Wait.
flip. Yep.
But before we start, can we place me more in the front? Since I'm a
Yes,
big
please.
bruisey guy,
Sure.
I
I got
tend
no
to,
problem.
you know,
I got no problem with that.
yeah.
Let's
I
give you
hide behind
guys
K.
let's give you guys the old shuffle around. Something like this.
Yeah. I generally like to be in
Yeah.
the front.
Or maybe like this.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Actually, that's perfect. I love
Perfect?
that. That's
Yeah,
a great.
No complaints?
I love that for me.
Absolutely no complaints. Last calls. Okay, if everyone's
Have me out the door. Just
yeah, if
gone.
everyone's
Yeah.
everyone's satisfied with that.
Yeah, no complaints so far. I think we're good. Dink.
Beg, if you can put me in the vault.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
where I'd
that's
like to
better.
start.
God.
I'll start my turn in the vault.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in the vault. Yeah, cool. No worries. Okay, I'm gonna put it right.
I'll be in the tavern.
I'm gonna stop picking it right now. I'm gonna put that back there.
It actually would have been great if she did not notice the
I
whole time she starts that
know,
fight there.
you know, like.
Oh,
Okay, anyway.
I
So-
get it.
Rude.
Initiatives. K, you get a 13 of Crow.
Yeah, let's go. Monk it
Adel-
up.
Adelaide gets an 11 of Ram. Monty gets an 8 of Tome and 11 of Mask for Maximilian. All right, team. Where does that put us?
Mask
Starting.
off.
So
Mask
strong.
off.
I'm at a solid 17.
Ooh, that is pretty
I'm a
dope.
solid half mast right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adelaide, what do you get?
I'm getting there.
14.
17, 14. Monty.
Half a roll of quarters in my
11.
pocket right now.
All right, and Maximilian.
That will be a 12.
12. Monty, what did you get?
11.
11. Okay, cool. Done and done. Okay, and the creature is only getting a 9.
Ooh.
So the creature's gonna go
Yay.
last.
Yay!
Stupid
I'm not
creature,
last.
You dumb creature!
Let's go.
Insect thing, get fucked!
That's right.
All right, the creature freaks out and is busy beating itself up for whatever reason.
Aw.
We start with none other than Kay.
I am so excited to charge and with all my might be a big meaty bastard and go
All right.
for an attack.
Let's do it.
Get in there,
Uh,
meat.
So, what is your speed? You've got 4 speed, I think, or 3?
If I'm charging, it's 5.
5. Ooh, very nice. Okay, well, you can charge up the stairs, and then, unfortunately, that is about the distance that you can take. Your second action, you could move into melee with it, or you could focus, maybe, prepare for the next attack coming through.
Hold up, let me see here.
Realize we gotta catch up.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, girl, hey.
I got what type of choices am I making here?
Good ones.
Yeah, hopefully.
Bestest.
You know what? I'm gonna get up and close. I'm gonna get up and personal.
Up and personal, eh?
Because, yeah, I just, if I know that it can't attack anyone else except for me, my evade is pretty good. I am there for being the meat, so I'm gonna do my job.
All right.
Eat it up.
All right. You steel yourself as you then rush forward into melee with this creature. That is when you also notice this creature has no eyes, no mouth, no visible flesh whatsoever. It appears almost as if it is a dry, papery husk of a human being that is angry somehow. As we then go to Adelaide.
I'm gonna yell and
Oh.
relay that information to everybody. He's got no real feelings. He's got no real nothing. Yeah.
Well, hearing that, Adelaide
Good or
will,
bad?
for dramatic effect, recock her gun again.
Ejecting the shell. The unspent case.
Just to surround her is just these bullet casings, like just everywhere.
So much ammo wasted.
Caltrops.
Well, thought we'd be shooting some ghosts, but time to shoot some paper.
All right.
Get within her range, which is 12 feet, I guess. If there's a,
It's
I know
yards.
K's sort of in the way. Oh, sorry, 12
And-
yards.
And no, that's perfectly fine. The banister of the staircase will provide it with a +1 to its defense, but you can shoot it from right where you are.
All right, I'll do that.
Bam! That is 11 of tomes. Boom!
Bam!
Come on now.
That's a 15 to hit.
15 to
Yeah,
hit.
that's a hit.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Shot.
You only need a 9 to wound it, which means that you beat it by 1 margin, which is a straight flip
ooh.
of 9. Medium damage. If you want to cheat it for a high card, you can do that as well.
Go all in.
You
Go
know
all
what?
in.
I am gonna cheat it for a high card. I'm gonna use my
American curl? You're gonna use your American curl? Are you
adorable.
crazy?
I don't know what that is.
Who's American Curl? Yeah, I don't know
Look,
what that
look
is.
at the card you just.
Oh, I have my card deck is called the Cat Lovers card deck, and all my cards have cats on them.
That is
God.
adorable.
You are the most wholesome human being I've ever met in my entire life.
I want the cards in my
See,
life.
here's the
All
other
right.
one that I have in Persian.
Oh.
Also, her camera's reversed, so she's facing the right way. If everyone's wondering how we can't read this thing. Anyway,
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
so
okay.
so as you
I will use this.
that's fine. So as you do so, that means you are using your severe injury, which is a total of. So there are three numbers.
What do I do again?
There are three numbers on your weapon. There's
Yeah,
your weak
yeah.
damage, your moderate
Right.
damage, and your severe damage. What is your severe
It's-
damage?
4.
Woo!
4.
Let's
is it?
go.
All right. The shotgun fires, boom, exploding as the creature's chest explodes outwards. As it does so, beneath the paper-like skin, you see a strange chitinous organ that seems to be revealed where the wound would be. It thrums and throbs like a living creature in and unto itself, with these tendril-like insect legs and appendages penetrating and permeating from it. Several insectoid eyes seem to also be embedded into this thing that is in its chest. As you shoot it, it does... Oh, it's hard to wound. Sorry, it is a negative flip, but that's okay. I forgot that. I'm going to wear that on myself.
Boo!
But, however, as you injure it for 4 points of damage, Kay,
Oh boy.
you start to feel a pain running through your body as you take 1 point of damage.
No, that's not what I did at all.
It is not.
I am. It's.
No.
Listen here, narrator. You can narrate all you want, but you can't
Wrong.
narrate me running through it.
Wrong.
See what I
Hold
have
on,
to
let
do
me
is...
just narrate this for you.
No.
So here's
keeping-
what happened. It
keep-
just dies.
Keeping in mind, the pain that you feel running through your neck doesn't come from a bullet wound. It's something else.
Mental anguish.
Old
what?
football injury.
More like internal bleeding.
Oh. So I'm back in my emo phase. Okay.
Yeah.
The hair is slowly going into my eyes.
Crawling
soul
in
hurts.
my skin.
When
Yeah.
I was a young boy,
boy.
my father.
He took me to the city.
Seamus kicks the door in and joins you. No.
I would stick out my bow staff and I would point to him. It's Tyrene Solo, yeah.
Just throw the chalice at him.
Yeah.
Okay. That was Adelaide. We then go
Yeah.
to I think the next up was
Wait, now hold on here, Mr. Narrator.
Mr. Narrator said you
Yeah,
cocked
2
your gun
shots.
and you fired. What else you got?
Don't
got
I
2
get 2
shots.
shots? Yeah.
You would if
2
you didn't
actions.
spend 1 action recocking your loaded gun.
I'm so dramatic.
I'm pretty sure she said
Okay.
shocking, Dag. She said
Okay,
shocking.
fine. You can have your second action.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, she'll she'll shoot. I was trying to think of something clever to say, but I can't think of it fast.
Nailed it.
All right.
It's not a phase, Mom. Shoot. No.
Boom! 12 of tomes.
Boom! That's right.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Boom.
She cocks her gun 3 more times just in victory.
Woo! Clack, 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 clack.
Shut up before you get shut up, boy.
Now watch yourself.
All right.
Call
With
me
a,
now for your free reading.
Come on.
with a 12, what is your total for your shotgun?
12, 4, 16.
All right, with a 16, that is going to beat it by a margin, which is a straight flip. However, which I forgot last time, these creatures are hard to wound, so there is a negative
Yeah.
flip involved. So
Well, let's go, bitches.
that is a
14. Let's go. I saw it. It was a 14.
That is a 4, which is low damage as your bullet.
No! Boo! Listen, I'm gonna
Well, you
use
made the
another
shot.
card.
Don't boo yourself.
No,
You
I'm
can't
booing
use
the
another card
narrator.
right now.
Oh.
You can't
I've
use
just
another card.
decided. Why
But you're-
can't I use a card?
Because you're in a negative flip.
Yeah, so negative flip, you don't really get a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, we need to talk to Weird Games for creating the rule set. It's not
Dear
working in my
Weird
favor.
Games, I'm tired of getting low damage.
How dare this
Also,
deck?
taxes.
What's up with that?
Okay, sorry.
Also, by the
low
way,
damage,
just
you
because
said?
I was gonna say, just because I'm actually worried about it, if Weird Games is in chat watching this, I don't know these people.
You're welcome. That's what you say, Dag. You say you're
Yeah.
welcome.
Constructive feedback.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Rayna, what is your low damage?
Yeah. Well, that would be a 2.
2. Okay. Once again, a niggling pain, K, from this time from where your kidney is, just grips you and hits you as the bullet flies into it.
I'm sorry. Not his
Wait,
kidney.
oh my
the
god,
bullet-
this is a pain sharer. Oh my god, I know what this is. We made a mistake. It shares pain. Oh god, why did I say shoot it?
Not only does it share pain, but it is also drawn to pain. So technically speaking, if it is sharing a link with someone, it'll actually, every time it takes damage, it gets closer to the person it has a link with. But you came up to it, so it's here now. But I just wanted to share that because I thought it was a cool power it had. Anyway.
I am so in pain.
Quick, someone shoot K.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
that'll
was
hurt it.
thinking.
All right. Now I accidentally got excited and shuffled my thing. Was it Monty or Maximilian next?
Max, Monty, then the thing, I believe.
Done. Maximilian, you're up.
Hurt it without hurting K.
It's impossible.
No, it's fine.
Sorry,
it's not a phase, Mom.
Kay.
It's okay. It's cool.
Kay can throw it over the banister.
Who's it gonna hurt? I'm still the closest one to it.
Yeah, but you're the tank.
Do I
That's
still
true.
have the candelabra?
Yes,
Dylan.
I believe so.
Are you going to burn me?
How much movement would I need to get in front of K?
You would need 10 yards.
Good thing I'm not American and I know what yards are.
I don't know, but that's
It's a
the unit
meter,
of measurement.
man. It's pretty much a meter.
It's the look, it's the unit of measure that you use in the game. Whatever your walk speed is, that number, that's in yards.
I
How
should
many
probably
walruses is that?
How many walks? Depends. What's your walk speed?
No, walruses.
Oh,
How many
walruses.
walruses?
Oh,
About half of an adult.
yeah. So like,
Or-
what?
No, I think like maybe 2 adults, 2 adult walruses.
Maybe 2 and
Okay.
a third.
I will
No, no, no.
use.
Wait, how big are
Or wait, I only
walruses?
have one action point, don't I?
I would.
No,
yeah,
no.
you have
You
one action
remember?
point?
No, remember your flower got rid of the condition.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Flower power.
Yeah,
I feel
you
like
had-
I
Mario.
d-
I'm
Max,
gonna use both
fair
of
warning.
my. I'm gonna use both of my action points to get in front of K.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
no. Before you do that, I should probably remind you: you have no health points.
Yeah, you have 0, don't you?
It's okay. I've got fire.
But why
You're
don't,
sharing pain.
why
I
don't
just
you
yelled out,
just-
"It shares pain."
Why don't you wait until you have action economy to be able to use it to use your fire before you put
Action
yourself-
economy in this economy? Are you crazy? Have you seen the interest rates? God, Raina, get your head out of your ass. I would like
Raina,
to.
at this
not
point, that
light
was
it
just on you,
fire.
Raina.
I do not
Yeah,
want to light
honey.
it on fire, but I will hold the candelabra with the flames outward. Not
All
lighting
right.
it on fire, but using it as a deterrent. That's all.
All right, not a problem. All right, which then goes to Monty.
Don't want to hurt it. Does it seem to react to the flames?
It's not on fire.
Right, but does it seem like flames bad?
Well, it's not. There's no fire, so it's.
Oh,
doing-
it's not on fire
Yeah,
yet.
it's not doing
Gotcha,
anything.
gotcha,
Like it's
gotcha.
he's
I
pointing
missed
wax
that.
at it.
Sorry. Um,
At which point he's going.
I
"Ooh."
think I might. What's it? The hold or prep or whatever to give bonus.
Ready?
Yeah, that.
All right. What are you readying?
Already a shot.
Okay.
Okay, I think I'll join you. Let's get it.
Yeah,
Party in the shot.
party!
Let's go.
Woo!
Oh,
I'll look out his
there we
wine,
go.
but if we're gonna do this,
I
yeah,
got
let's do
Kool-Aid.
it.
Is that cool?
Can we get a salute to chat? Let's get a salute. Let's tap it out. Cheers to you, to all the troopers out there. Thank you for testing fate with us.
God, I wish there was alcohol in that. Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
same.
so
Oh.
it is now the berserker's turn. I didn't mention it was a berserker. Well, it's a berserker.
Berserker, cool.
So it is going to use its ability known as Tear Apart.
Oh.
Cool. Buybacks.
All right. It is going to try to use Tear Apart on Maximilian. Maximilian, your defensive
Oh.
jewel that you need to get is a 10.
I can do it. I believe in myself.
Oh,
My mom
sorry.
thinks I'm special.
Sorry, I lied. You need to get
That's not what she
you need to get an 11.
Part of the cards. Part of the cards.
Oh,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
now
what
he's
am I
screwed.
gonna do now? Oh,
That is a 5 total.
Oh. I am going to brandish my Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's a 9 of tomes. That's the clubs, if
Yep,
I
yep.
remember correctly.
That is correct.
With
Yeah,
a
Tom.
plus
That is
3 that is going to evade the attacker's ability to do what it's doing to me. I do not consent.
Oh, very nice. I love it. Okay, but you're not going to love this because as it tries to tear you apart, you use the candelabra to try and keep it at bay, pushing it around. Its claws reaching through and trying to grab at you do not manage to find purchase at all. So instead, it turns its attention to its frustration. Angered, enraged, it digs its own claws into its own body. And you hear this ripping and tearing sound as a swarm of mites pour forth from its open, gaping wounds. It takes
Rip it
2
into
points
tear.
of damage. And as it does so, both Maximilian and
Mommy
Kay,
does.
you simply take 1 point of damage. And I need you to flip a defensive jewel. Por favor.
Let's do it. Burn it and turn it, baby. Burn it and turn it. Let's go. Let's
Kay.
go.
Rip it in a Terran, the rip it in a Terran.
Nice, K.
Oh, yeah, let's
Get
go.
that Big 10, baby. Let's go.
All right,
good,
Kay,
good,
you
I'm
are
good.
fine. And Maximilian.
Rip.
Oh my god. Wait, that should have, can we reverse that? Can he go first and I go second? This is the worst
Fine.
idea on the planet. Oh god.
That's fine.
All right, Maximilian. That's
Utilizing.
In
That's a-
chat.
That's a 5
I-
of mask. What'd you get?
I tap my 10 of masks.
All right.
Ooh.
Very nice. However, unfortunately, the mask is what you wanted to avoid, not the value. Do you
Well,
wish
why
to-
didn't you tell me that?
Well, I am now.
Uh-oh.
It wasn't relevant to
I mean,
me
just
before.
let it pass.
Do you want to change your cheat card? 'Cause you can
Yes, I do.
you may. You can cheat with a low card and cheat with a different suit.
Wait, Hearts is Rams, isn't it?
Hearts is Rams, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. Rams, 10 of Rams. That's
Oh,
what
I
I
thought you
said.
said- sorry,
Dave.
I
You
thought-
gotta pay attention. I didn't say.
Okay. Yep. Cool. So anyway, that's fine. Nothing happens. However, you do watch as these mites sort of pour out over the banister and onto the floor. Blah blah blah. Cool. That's all it does. It does have another ability. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do this one. Creep
Sure.
along. It moves towards some sort of person. I'm not gonna tell anything. And then immediately, when resolves, gets to move that person as well. K. He pushes you down the stairs.
Oh, does he?
Not, dig down the stairs, but like pushes you in that direction.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, what a
Okay.
jerk.
Okay.
Now,
Wow.
you feel
What a meanie.
What a
You feel
bully.
something strange.
Yeah, just pushing you around.
Almost as if you were compelled to move out of his way.
Ah, would have been really nice to be a brute right now.
All right. Back to the top of the round. Kay, with this kind of weird sensation, a very unsettling sensation. It is now your turn.
I'm quarterstaffing him.
Make your attack.
Every kill
Red
starts with K. Let's do
Joker!
this. Come on, baby.
Fucking
Let's
hell,
go. Let's
let's
go.
go!
Yay!
Boom,
Yeah! That card shouldn't exist. What is happening? Oh my god!
All right. This
Someone
is
light the fireworks.
a red joker. This is a sign of great success, and counts as a 14 that an opponent cannot cheat if that was going to be a thing. Yeah, that's the whole thing. So, what is your attack value with a 14?
It would be 19.
19. That is a success by a critical margin, which means you get a positive flip, which goes back to being a straight flip. The whole thing, and you get to pick whatever suit you want if you have any triggers associated with it.
Oh, wow, that's just great. Well, Dag, there's this great
Doesn't he
thing that I
a
have
what-
called.
Doesn't he have a positive flip though? Didn't you just
Yeah,
say
but
it's
he
a
has
positive
heart
flip?
wound.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
It means he gets a negative flip automatically.
Yeah.
What?
Sadly,
Like
so.
disadvantage.
But it evens out. Now he's just go straight flip. It's okay.
I'll
You're-
say it's a mass. With pressure points, it allows for the creature itself to have pressure points. A pressure point means he just has a negative to any damage he tries to attack us with.
Oh. Well, what's the
Yeah.
damage you deal when you strike it?
5.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that, Kay. Please describe how you murder this berserker.
Hey.
I love this. Okay, I don't get to do this very often because I'm
Kick
usually
him in
dying.
the
I'm sorry, we're in your home. I'm sorry, this is gonna hurt. I'm gonna put you to peace, and I'm going to just shove the stick as fast and as far as I possibly can into this ridiculously terrifying being as I understand the crying pain of constantly being hurt.
You
sorry.
take 1 point of damage. No, actually, no, you don't take 1 point of damage. As you stab it in the gut, you watch as its eyes sort of twitch and vibrate. You watch as like hundreds of these like tiny like arachnid-like creatures pour from its body onto the floor and scurry in different directions, and the body goes limp on the end of your quarterstaff. You watch as the arms go from being stiff to being noodle as they fall from the staff onto the floor. Defeated.
It's like a stiff noodle.
Yeah.
That's a noodle.
All right. As the creature lays there, defeated and dead, you watch as the papyrus-like skin now sort of crumples and folds in on itself, turning it to dust almost. Whatever was inside of it is definitely gone or dead. This grotesque figure is, you have no idea, but it is not human.
Is there anything on this creature's body? Anything that could possibly be of value, or distinguishing marks that would kind of give a clue what it used to look like when it was human?
You find a signet ring. This signet ring seems to have the crest of the Grace household hood on his finger.
I'm gonna try and pick that up, not with my hands, but with a cloth.
You grab a cloth and you break the finger off. It simply comes off.
Oh, gross.
We were
At-
one step closer to figuring out what the fuck is going on, and this looks like the master of the house.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Took care of that. I think it's your house now, then.
As soon as you say that, Monty, a fire suddenly illuminates one of the other rooms. Lights
What?
dance across the shadows.
Well, seems
We-
we're being beaconed.
Should probably
Beckoned,
check
not
that out.
beaconed.
Yeah, maybe both. It's a beacon to beckon us.
I'll put the, it's fine. I'll put the finger in the bag. But yeah, you guys, you want me to lead? I'll lead this time. Adelaide lead last time. I'll lead this time.
I'll be
Right
right
behind
behind you. She cocks her gun.
All right.
Catches the shell and hands it back.
Thank you.
It's fine. The guy with the light will be at the back. That's a great idea, team.
I have Ember. Ember's in my arms.
Amber is a cat. It doesn't glow.
It's a lava cat.
It'll
It's a
protect
literal.
us.
With your cat, your quarterstaff, and your allies close behind you, Kay, our heroes begin to make their way to the next of the rooms, investigating this treacherous and dangerous mansion. The curio of the goblet still well and truly kept on Kay's person. Maximilian, with a certain sense of impending danger surrounding the inhabitants and their penchant for gathering dangerous artifacts. Monty, your curiosity piqued as these strange creatures defy all biology that you've ever encountered in your life. And Adelaide, you thanking your lucky stars that somehow or another the cards have flipped in your favor and you live to fight another day. But as you step forward, and we pan away from our scene, Kay, you feel an itching at the back of your neck as you go to kind of just scratch it as you're making your way to move. For our audience members, beneath Kay's long, luscious, and very, very pretty hair, silky and smooth,
Wonderful.
Smells amazing.
almost like a series of small bumps have started to grow on his scalp. And one of them breaches, and a small insectoid-like leg penetrates from inside Kay's body.
Gross.
And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Woo!
Well, that's
No.
fine. That's
That's
gonna be fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Woo!
Claps
Yeah.
in chat, baby. Claps in chat. Come on, let's go. I want to see claps in chat. Let's do it.
Oh, man. We're all gonna die.
I am so dead. I am so
Yep.
dead.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that is it. but
Claps for the clap. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
The double claps. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's take us back to our other scene here real quick as we say farewell.
What is this, art heart?
Yeah, it is.
Eh.
Thank you very much, everyone, for coming and joining us today. We hope that you had a wonderful and amazing time. As always, just before we sign off, we have a number of things to announce, and that is, of course, these guys get to level up, because that's how this game bloody works. We level up every session. So all of our heroes get to increase the rank of their pursuit, as well as to gain 1 XP point, which they can use on any skill that they decide. Now, in addition, we, well, at least I, as the Fate Master, get to award 2 skills that our heroes may be able to increase for today's session. Today was a lot of fleeing and running, a lot of acrobatics and athletics. So I'm going to allow chat to decide on this one as to whether or not we provide athletics or acrobatics as one of our options. So chat, write in chat whether or not athletics or acrobatics. The second skill that I will provide to our heroes is probably going to be scrutiny. Maximilian, between your suspicion of things going on, and Kay, your ability to stave off the the influence of the creepy spoopy ladies, we are going to go with scrutiny as our next skill. All right.
We bump it up by 1?
No, you don't bump it up by 1. What it is these are options for you guys. And if someone wants to write it in the group chat, I'll explain it in more detail. But basically, when at the end of every game, you gain 1 skill that you can increase. The options for what you can increase are the 2 that I mentioned, plus anything that your pursuit allows you to level up as well. The cost is 1 XP per rank that you currently have in that skill. Which, again, makes more sense when you have character sheets, but we don't have them in front of everyone, so we'll deal with that. But it looks as though I am leaning on athletics, acrobatics.
Come on.
Acrobatics. Thank you, Khan. Acrobatics. All right, it looks like athletics is going to be the second skill. So the 2 skills that I will offer you as a potential is going to be athletics and scrutiny. Now, last of all, we have our destinies for everyone. So, did anyone achieve a destiny step today in the course of the game? Oh,
I have 2.
We got 2. Well, you only get 1, but I'll allow you to pitch both of them. Adelaide,
Thank you.
what are?
Okay.
Well, read your whole thing and then we'll go to that. Let me
Okay.
quiet down the spoopy music here.
I have 3, by the
Who's
way.
spook?
I'm not trying to outdo my wife, but I have 3 potentials.
Oh,
Wow.
well,
I
you don't
might
have
have
to
one.
try.
I
You've
have
clearly
3.
done it.
Oof.
Wow. Okay. If you refuse the hero's call, you will sit alone amongst your misery, and you will find the other lands on the day you die. An abyss opens beneath your cradle, and it shoulders aside the guardian.
I have to tell him the 1.
No. I wanted to hear the whole thing
What?
first. And now,
asked me the
and now
one.
what are you pitching?
Okay, so my first pitch is if you refuse the hero's call, and because Maximilian was bleeding profusely out of his leg, no one was there, and it was just Adelaide and Maximilian, and I was ready to sort of stand up and be the hero and go down to protect Maximilian, but then Kay was all like, "Nah, it's fine, you can leave." So she peaced out.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that one. And what's the other one?
Gonna roll out.
Okay. The other one is, and you will find the other lands on the day you die. Now, hear me out. Seamus was gonna murder us all. Okay, he had a pistol. We thought he shot it at Monty, and then all of a sudden, we were transported to other lands. Oh no! I just unplugged my headphones. I can't hear anything.
That's okay.
Talk about her. Talk about her.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
Talk shit.
So that's my pitch on that.
Okay. Unfortunately, you weren't transported to other lands. You were transported to the street outside.
Boo!
Same diff.
So we won't give you that one. But I do like the refusal of the hero's call. Through the Breach is not your typical, like, fantasy adventure. It is not about being a hero. It is about being a person, being someone in this space, and not being the person to come up, stand, and defend Maximilian. I even got to see that moment of, like, the fantasy hero action, which is, I stand in front, and I say, no! Do not take this person! And I'm sitting there in my Through the Breach hat going, you're gonna blow your head off. Like, that's just how this game works. But then realizing that is how this game works, abandoning Maximilian definitely fits into this category. So yes, you may claim your destiny step here, which will mean you will either get to increase one aspect of your choice or accept my GM manifested power. For this, which we are going to call we're going to call this
The
Well, I'm going to call it the coward's way.
Okay.
Here's how this works. When you are targeted by a creature, ability, spell, effect, or whatever, you may take a free movement. If this movement takes you out of range, out of sight, or out of a designated area for whatever the ability is, that ability will automatically fail and the opponent will lose their action. And this has
I will take that.
And this has no limit. It has no flip that's required. There is no trigger. This is simply something you are
Damn.
entitled to every time you are, and keeping in mind, every time you are specifically targeted.
Mm.
So it won't affect things like
Damn.
throwing a grenade into an area and stuff like that. You know, stuff like that's not a thing.
Right.
But yeah,
Okay,
if someone
I'd
says,
take that one.
yeah, if you want to take that one, cool. So that is going to be called cowardly reflexes. I'm going to change the
Okay.
name all of a sudden, but there you go. Cowardly reflexes. All
I
right.
mean, you're making it up on the fly, so.
Yeah, it's pretty much made up on the fly, so there you go.
Pretty good.
Maximilian, what is your
Okay,
full
so-
poem first, and then what are you pitching?
The full poem is The dusk of a new sun will light your steps into the cave, for not all treasures glimmer in the light, and you will be repaid thrice for the sins you have sold. The sisters will show you the way, and she will mourn you all of her days.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, what do you want to pitch?
Really fitting.
The three that I could potentially pitch is the lowest and of them all is the sisters will show you the way, referring to the children that arrived and healed us. Number 2 on that list you will be repaid thrice for the sins you have sold, i.e., the favor for a favor.
Mm-hmm.
And she will mourn you for all of her days. Again, the young child seeing me in a deathly state, mourning, and allowing me to recuperate.
Okay.
I lean most heavily towards, and you will be repaid thrice for the sins you have sold.
I'm also leaning somewhat towards that as well myself. Let me check on something real quick, because I think I've got a good one for you, and given the nature of what we're doing with this particular character, this might actually be a very cool additive. Here we go. Okay. How much power do I really want to give you?
All of it. Give me all of the power.
Fine. Fine.
Something
I'm
to
only,
keep
I'm
him
only doing
alive.
this. I'm only doing this because I am leaning so heavily into these are god powers, and you only get 5 of them in your lifetime. So, once per game, you may summon a Kruligan to aid you in any way that they are capable of.
Ooh.
A
New
Kruligan.
magic assistant.
Basically, yeah, it's a magic assistant. And this can include both the appearing and disappearing. Once they disappear, however, they are gone. A Kruligan will last the duration of the encounter or until they are defeated. Now, a Kruligan has the following abilities. From the shadows, they literally appear out of nothing but mist. They appear anywhere, anytime, in any space that is able to be that they can occupy. They are undead, meaning they are hard to wound. They have fading footsteps, which means that anything removed by a Kruligan disappears into the mist alongside them, never to return again. By your side, at any point in time, if a Kruligan that you have already summoned is in a fight, they may, as at the start of their turn, simply appear next to you. If you would like to, as a reaction, you can discard a card from your hand, and don't worry, we'll write all this down, but you can discard a card from your hand, and it will simply appear wherever you would like. So, for example, if you're being attacked, you can discard a card and basically have it appear in front of you, potentially,
Cool.
for example.
Cool.
Uh,
Cool. I love it.
Yep, it has random knives. Yep, that's basically it. It's not a
I want
strong
that one.
fighter. It's not a strong fighter, but it's very spoopy. So yes, you can have the aspect, or you can have the Kruligan
I
assistant.
want that. I want the Kruligan. I want the magic assistant. Every magician needs an assistant.
All right, I'm going to name your particular Kruligan, and it's always going to be the same Kruligan because I feel like it's just appropriate. And the Kruligan's name is Daisy. And the reason we're calling it Daisy is because the Kruligan is actually a member of what's known as the Forgotten. Children who've died in Malifaux with no name and no one to remember them. So when you provided her with the Daisy, you've given her a name, which is why she is here with you.
Hell yeah.
Aw.
Hell yeah.
It is little
That's
girl with
sick.
Daisy.
I also cannot stress enough that while this is really cute and
Daisy.
sweet, these things actually kidnap
Daisy.
other kids and lead them into the
Yeah.
mist, also murder people on the fly, especially anyone who they view as someone who abandons children or abandons people. They are nasty pieces of work.
Aww.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's
don't use
cute.
it as a babysitter for some passive income.
Oh
is
yeah,
what you're saying.
do not do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good idea.
Alright,
Oh, yeah.
duly noted.
No-
I get
no-
it. Duly
Yeah,
noted.
not if you're a fan of the kid, you know, like that's just it.
Right.
All right. Monty, Kay, anything you want to pitch in before we finish up?
I have possibilities. I gotta do. Wait, let me do the narrator voice again. As the crimson rise upon the belly of the fallen, your ruination will hound your desperate exodus. For the gloom will deny that it knows you. The leaves will whisper your name, and you will kiss the crown. I'm heading towards your ruination will hound your desperate exodus, just because of the wormy boy just starting to crawl up into my body.
I like that, but the one big thing about Through the Breach Destiny steps is there have to be something that you've actively performed, done, or interacted with. And unfortunately, that I'm not going to count as it because it is the condition unto itself. But it does not mean that it can't fit in later.
I'm all blurry.
You are
Okay.
blurry. It's because it can't, the internet can't handle your handsome. Monty,
Cute. Oh, wait, the other one I,
I
was gonna say
mean,
is
why
as
are,
the
his,
crimson
why are
rise
his
upon
lips
the
so
belly of the
moist?
I was just thinking
Hang on, let me
that.
just.
He's so well chapped.
God, I'm so hard right now.
I think I'm gone from half to full chub.
Okay.
beyond.
Okay.
I'm 1.5.
Monty, you have 3 seconds.
He said he had another.
Oh, did you
Yeah,
have
I was
another?
gonna say as the crimson rise upon the belly of the fallen after I killed the guy.
Okay. All right, we'll give you this one. You can either have a +1 to your aspect, or alternatively, you can have an ability called the Crimson Sacrifice. You may sacrifice any number of wounds to increase the damage on your weapon by an equal amount, with a maximum equal to 1 plus whatever your highest pursuit is.
Interesting.
So an aspect, or you can shed wounds equal to, well, up to, should I say, your pursuit level, and then you'll deal damage equal to 1 plus that. Keeping in mind, in Malifaux, most people have like 3 to 5 hit points.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go for an aspect. I don't know which one yet,
Sure.
but I think I'm gonna go for an aspect.
Done and done. All right. Monty?
Might have a couple. If you know the dimming of the lanterns, when you open the dead man's eyes, and she knows. The games you play are more deadly than she wishes, and the penny paid is thrice earned. Okay, so this one's kind of loose, but the dimming of the lanterns leading Seamus to the lights.
I wouldn't really say that's dimming of lanterns.
Yeah, I feared. The other one that's maybe is open the dead man's eyes. The wait, it's something I have to do, isn't it?
Yep, correct.
That's
okay.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
I got
As I said, not every session's gonna have people get stuff,
Yeah.
and all the things. All right, that brings us to the end of today's game, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you had a wonderful time. A quick round of applause for my fellow cast members. A big shout out to none other than the one, the only talented DM Dave for his role as Maximilian the Magnificent. Woo! And then, of course, none other than the absolutely ravishing Rayna Rai, playing the role of Adelaide, the gambling wastrel, now Boomer. Ba-boom! Then, of course, the mighty, the sharpshooter themselves, Monty, played by our dear friend Steve from Forge of Law. And last, but certainly not least, playing the absolutely magnanimous martial character of the Monk K. Chakri is none other than our dearly delightful and amazing Bon, otherwise known as Detective Tato. And guys,
Bunk it up.
And guys, I've been Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my face. It's not my place, but I am a cast member here at Careful Cantrip, where we bring nothing but great stories and great storytellers to you at home. So if you haven't done so already, give us a follow, give us a like. Doesn't matter where you're listening to or hearing this, because we just love having people here and be a part of our game. We are now going to go and pass on the love to a raid to someone who I am definitely aware of. I am definitely not stalling for time.
Nailing
Tell
it.
me this beforehand.
Any way, shape. That's it's true. I mean, look, I'm new here.
Are you there?
But
Jack,
look,
did you
listen.
see?
Not new here at all.
But-
He's
but-
been here for over a year now.
Look, but look, nonetheless, guys, this has been an absolute delight. And Through the Breach, as I mentioned, is one of my favorite games. It is by the wonderful minds over at Wyrd Gaming. They not only have a ton of information and stuff for Through the Breach, but the war game that is associated with it, Malifaux, as well. If you are interested or love the aesthetic that you have been enjoying, love yourself some Weird West adventures, then go check them out as well. Because yeah, honestly, this is a very underrated TTRPG. It is one of my favorites. It doesn't use dice, but it has like these really cool tarot deck cards and stuff like that, which is freaking awesome. I am a very, very big fan of like just how pretty and how like just engaging everything is. It's so narrative heavy, and yeah, it's I think perfect for fans of horror and you know that kind of like spooky, creepy stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly,
Did
it's one
we-
of my favorite series, and I cannot get enough of it. Oh, what do you say?
Oh, the raid,
yeah.
the raid started.
The raid started. We are going to go and raid Mr. Kurtwise! Mr. Kurtwise, ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Kurtwise, let's go,
let's go.
baby.
Okay, I
Show
don't
him the
know.
love.
So,
As soon as you get over there, hit that like, hit that follow, do
Alright.
the thing, show them some love,
And-
people. Show them how the trippers do. Let's
in-
go.
and guys, in addition, when we get in there, please compliment Mr. Kurtwise on the nut. Right? Tell him that his nut is incredible. It's amazing.
Beautiful
That we
brown nut.
all appreciate the nut. Okay, that is very
Beautiful
important.
balloon nut.
Every single person.
Not it?
Okay, for those of you,
Balloon nut.
for those of you
Come
who
on.
don't know the joke, he's just released a new RPG system, which is the narrative action TTRPG, which everyone is now just called the Nut. So yes, we're complimenting him on his nut.
Hashtag get your nut. That's what I want to see in chat.
Let's
get that
nut
nut,
it up.
baby. Hashtag
Let's
Time
nut
to
all
nut
over
up.
that
get that
stream.
nut. That's what I want to see. Spam chat. Hashtag get that nut.
Hashtag get the nut. But thank you for joining
we're
us.
doing an after party, folks. We're doing an after party. Come join us in Discord. We're after
Hell yeah.
partying tonight.
Heck
Let's
yeah.
go.
I love it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being a part of the show. My name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. Take care. Be awesome.
7 seconds.
All
Hurry
the
up,
things-
Dag.
Just remember,
Bye.
if you're not
Careful,
Dag,
you
be
can
careful.
trip.
That one. Yep. Bye.
My God.